yes. In the house again. What's up, Tar? Yeah. I hope everybody can hear me. Um, Let me do a little check. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I just want to do a little check-in. Uh, I got a little piece from Tar, and I wanted to share it with everybody. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I mean, oops, I'm so. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind here. A good Saturday. Uh, Actually, I got to go to the amusement park tomorrow on Sunday. But so I wanted to take a minute to share something here. Let me see. Let me check this. Turn this audio down a little bit. If you can hear me, let me know if you can hear me. I hope so. Let me see here. Can we go back? Let me see. Video file. Here we go. Let's see here.
Thanks everybody, it's Poo, and today we're going to get in a video about Brother Polight and a case that was started and filed on October 31st, 2019. This case can be found online. It's public record, and so we're just going to get into it. So here it says Ryan McCoy v. Michael Nowak, and it says Jessica Casey, Michael Nowak, and Juliet Smalls. That Michael Nowak is Brother Polight, Juliet Smalls is Monette, and Jessica Casey is most likely one of Polight's other wives. So this is the case number, and this is the date it was filed. It says the court, U.S. District Court for the Central District of California. The presiding judge was Dolly M. Gee, and the referring judge, Gail J. Standish. Nature of suit, other, fraud, cause of action 281332, and jury demanded by plaintiff. So we're gonna get into this right now. Okay. So here
Shout out to Tar for giving me a heads up on this video.
Is some of the paperwork involved in the case. I will block out phone numbers and addresses listed in this information here. This was filed October 31st, 2019. So it says United States District Court, Central District of California, civil cover sheet. It says A, the plaintiff, Ryan B. McCoy, county of residence of first listed plaintiff. I will not disclose that. Attorneys, Ryan McCoy represented himself, so he listed his own phone number and his own address, and I will be blocking that out. It says defendants Michael Nowak, Jessica Casey, and Juliet Smalls. This is Polight and his women. It's a checkbox if you're representing yourself, so the box was not checked, and there's also no attorney information. So this most likely means that he either didn't show up, or we don't know. Let's just keep looking. The basis of jurisdiction, diversity indicates citizenship of parties in item 3, citizenship of principal parties, citizen of the state, the defendant, and citizen of another state, the plaintiff. So Ryan McCoy was a citizen of another state, and Michael Nowak, which is Brother Polight, and his women are citizens of the state of California. It says origin, original proceeding, requested in complaint, jury demand, yes. Okay, money demanded in complaint, $110,000. Cause of action, diversity jurisdiction. I was scammed out of, I'm trying to see what that says. Okay, it says out of 110K, and I live in the state of such and such. I'll block that out as well. Okay, so it says torts, personal property, 370, other, fraud. See, this is real documentation. It's stamped. It says, okay, your answers to the questions below will determine the division of the court to which this case will be initially assigned. This initial assignment is subject to change in accordance with the court's general orders upon review by the court of your complaint or notice of removal. Question A. Was this case removed from the state court? No. Is the United States or one of its agencies or employees a plaintiff in this action? No. Is the United States or one of its agencies or employees a defendant in this action? No. Okay, it says, indicate the locations in which 50% or more of defendants who reside in this district reside. Los Angeles, Ventura, Santa Barbara, or San Luis Obispo County. So that was checked off. Is there at least one answer in column A? No. Is there at least one answer in column B? No. Okay, enter the initial division determined by question A, B, C, or D above. And it says Western. Do 50% or more plaintiffs or defendants in the district reside in Ventura, Santa Barbara, or San Luis Obispo counties? No. Okay. It says, has this action been previously filed in this court? No. Is this case related to any civil or criminal cases previously filed in this court? No. Okay. See, so it was signed by Ryan McCoy, September 15th, 2019. Okay, so see, it's stamped October 31st, 2019. This was filed in a district court. It says Ryan McCoy, who's the plaintiff, versus complaint for damages, which is versus Michael Nowak, Jessica Casey, and Juliet Small. These are the defendants. Complaint about fraud, misrepresentation. Now come plaintiff Ryan McCoy by and through their attorney complaining of defendants respectfully alleged as follows. Received 10/30/2019. General allegations. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy, plaintiff, at all relevant times mentioned herein and currently resides in the county of Los Angeles, state of California, and he is suing under Fraudulent and Misrepresentation Act. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy is informed and believes and based thereon alleges that defendant is who at all relevant times mentioned herein and currently resides in the county of Los Angeles, state of California, and who caused injuries and damages to the plaintiff in the county of Los Angeles, state of California. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy is informed and believes and based thereon alleges that defendants Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls, who at all relevant times mentioned herein and currently resides in the county of Los Angeles, state of California, and who caused injuries and damages to the plaintiff in the county of Los Angeles, state of California. Venue properly lies in this county, in that all defendants reside in this county, and that the conduct described herein was committed in this county. All defendants' names and capacities, whether individual, corporate, partnership, associate, or otherwise, of defendants sued herein as Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls, 1 through Ryan McCoy, inclusive, are currently unknown to plaintiff, who therefore sue said defendants by such fictitious names. Plaintiff is informed and believes and based thereon alleges that each of the defendants designated herein as a Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls are legally responsible in some manner for the events and happenings referred to herein and cause injury and damage proximately thereby to plaintiff as hereinafter alleged. Plaintiff will seek leave of court to amend his complaint to show that all defendants' names and capacities of the defendants designated herein as Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls, whenever in this complaint reference is made to defendants, such allegations should be deemed to mean the acts of defendants acting individually, jointly, and severally, except as hereinafter specifically described. Defendants and each of them are and were the co-conspirators, aiders, abettors, agents, and employees of the other defendants, and in acting as described herein were acting within the conspiracy or the scope of their authority or employment as agents and employees thereof, and with the permission and consent of the other defendants. This case arises out of injuries suffered by plaintiff Ryan McCoy after defrauded by the defendants and scammed out of roughly $110K from defendant Michael Eugene Nowak, aka Brother Polight, and his first wife Juliet Natoya Small, aka Amunette, and his second wife Jessica Casey, aka Raed. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy invested his father's insurance money in Brother Polight financial mentorship for 9 streams of income, plus a real
You can see this is crypto roots they're talking about here.
estate trust, also known as the celebrity mentorships, which he claims to give to P. Diddy, Serena Williams, Floyd Mayweather, etc.
You gets up there and parade to the people that you bought my car now, that you gave me the money to help buy my car. You lying bitch. This is why I ain't got no respect for you no more. You gets up there telling people that you bought my car, you helped me buy my car. Nah, nigga, what you did was you robbed me. Every goddamn debate we had, you was stealing my money, robbing me, taking the money from the people. That's why it was way more. Do y'all remember a few months ago, he kept saying, yo, when I come to the gathering, right, I'm going to have a nice big donation for Sarnetta. Y'all remember that? Press 1 if y'all remember that. Press 1. This nigga.
A nice big donation. But where do you think that nice big donation came from? Where do you think that money came from? And do you think that matters when the money is coming through an illegal source, through scamming? Do you think it matters that the money goes to you? Should it matter? Or should it not matter at all? What do you think? What do y'all think in the chat?
It's up there lying to the people, talking about he bought my car. Every car that the people see you driving, nigga, is rented, Polight. Even the goddamn house that you in right now is not your house. Why do you think you change crib from crib to crib to crib? It's not yours, Polight. You talking to somebody who know you, nigga. And believe me, I got data on you. But see, what you say about me is all good. I don't give a fuck about that. But the shit I got on you is real shit, Polight. You don't want to go there. You bought my car. Picture that. Picture that. I bought my shit with my money for my birthday. On my birthday, I bought that. The same time you stole 10 racks from me, nigga. And the only reason why I told the people that we settled it, remember when I said, yo, we good now, we're going to take care of it? Because Polight said, let's tell the people that I'm going to give you a donation. So I said, cool, I ain't give a fuck, nigga, give me my money, nigga. I said, all right, Polight going to give me a donation, y'all. So I rolled with it. I rolled with that shit. Polight going to give me a donation. I said, all right, cool. As long as you give me my money, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Because the minute you give me my money and I put that shit in my pocket. Why you ain't fucking with Meta World Peace no more? Think I didn't know that, huh? Huh?
And here's the thing. He's blaming the person of stealing money, but does he care where the money comes from that he receives? Do you think? Do you think it matters?
Plaintiff Ryan McCoy received the money from his father's life insurance and want to settle his life, build his own house because he has suffered a lot due to loneliness and homelessness for a better future. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy was not aware with fraudulent acts that why defendant Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls and his family scammed him and took great advantage of his innocence, ignorance, and loneliness. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy lived with them 3 months, and the defendants Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls and his family used his money for their luxuries, lifestyle, food, clothes, his music productions. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy invested all his money with good faith, but all the defendants were using him for their comfort. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy trusted the defendant because he promised that he will give him a fair amount after investing money. All the evidences will be provided. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy tried to signing the papers for investment, but the defendant Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Julia Smalls didn't do this because he was using him by the plan. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy asked the defendant about the invested money and his shares as per promise, but the defendant didn't give him a positive response. After using plaintiff's money, the defendant kicked him out with empty pockets. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy was not a well-established person. He was homeless and used to live alone, so the defendant took advantage of his weak points and used plaintiff's father's insurance for benefits. Defendants Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Julia Smalls promised to the plaintiff that he would give him a fair share, but he scammed and kicked him out fraudulently. Defendant Ryan McCoy gave the plaintiff emotional and mental stress throughout the time period because defendant didn't sign a contract and forced the plaintiff to trust him. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy believed his fake promises and consoling behavior. After all the fraudulent, now plaintiff has no money to survive. First cause of action: fraud, misrepresentation under Code of Civil Procedure, U.S. Code 931. Penalty for misrepresentation. Plaintiff Ryan McCoy invested his money with the defendant in his business with good faith because he wanted to build up his career and settled future family life, but the defendant scammed him and used his money with his wives for their comfort through luxuries, living style, expensive clothes, dinners, gas bills, and luxurious cars rents. Felony, fine, imprisonment. Any claimant or representative of a claimant who knowingly and willingly makes a false statement or representation for obtaining a benefit or payment under this chapter shall be guilty of a felony, and on conviction thereof shall be punished by a fine not to exceed $10,000, by imprisonment not to exceed 5 years, or by both. So this is saying that, Polight is the head scammer, but those associated with him are also just as guilty. So y'all all going down. That's not just Polight on his own. That's his wives, that's Sonetta, that's whoever else associates themselves with him and is leeching off of the benefits of the money that Polight is getting while he's scamming people with these fake mentorships. The United States Attorney for the district in which the injury is alleged to have occurred shall make every reasonable effort to promptly investigate each complaint made under this subsection. List of persons disqualified from representing claimants. No representation fee of a claimant representative shall be approved by the Deputy Commissioner and Administrative Law Judge, the Board, or Court pursuant to Section 928 of this title if the claimant representative is on the list of individuals who are disqualified from representing claimants under this chapter, maintained by the Secretary pursuant to paragraph 2 of this subsection. The Secretary shall annually prepare a list of those individuals in each compensation district who have represented claimants for a fee in cases under this chapter and who are not authorized to represent claimants. The names of the individuals contained on the list required under this subparagraph shall be made available to employees and employers in each compensation district through posting and in such other forms as the Secretary may prescribe. Individuals shall be included on the list of those not authorized to represent claimants under this chapter if the Secretary determines under this section, in accordance with the procedure provided in subsection J of Section 907 of this title, that such individual has been convicted without regard to pending appeal of any crime in connection with the representation of a claimant under this chapter or any workers' compensation statute, has engaged in fraud in connection with the presentation of a claim under this or any workers' compensation statute, including but not limited to knowingly making false representations, concealing or attempting to conceal material facts with respect to a claim, or soliciting or otherwise procuring false testimony. So basically this is all saying that if Polight is found guilty, that it will be basically registered that this person will, is fraudulent when it comes to employment. But I'm pretty sure Polight and his women do not plan on getting any form of employment. They scam for a living. So I'm going to move down a little bit and keep going. Okay, so it's basically going into the types of fraud actions in California. It says requirements of intentional misrepresentation. The false statement must have been a false statement of fact, not opinion. There was intent to defraud with false statements. The victim relied on the false statement in significant part, and such reliance was reasonable. The victim suffered damages as a result of the fraud. Negligent misrepresentation. Negligent misrepresentation, otherwise known as constructive fraud, is similar to intentional misrepresentation, except that when the at-fault party convinces the victim to rely on false facts, it is not done so intentionally. The at-fault party may have believed that the false statement was true, but the important thing to remember about negligent misrepresentation is that despite making a false statement without any intent to defraud the victim, the at-fault party should have known that the victim would rely on the false statement, and further should have known that there were no reasonable grounds for believing that the statement was true. It is easier for a victim to succeed under a theory of negligent misrepresentation as opposed to intentional misrepresentation, as the victim need only prove that the defendant did not have a reasonable basis to believe that the relied upon statement of fact was true. Concealment fraud requires the existence of a relationship between two or more parties in which disclosure is required. Concealment fraud requires the following: defendant had a duty to disclose certain facts but did not. Defendant failed to disclose certain material facts, and failing to disclose those facts, defendant intended to defraud the victim. The victim cannot have been aware of the concealed fact. The victim suffered damages as a result of their reliance on the concealed facts. False promise. False promise fraud, otherwise known as promissory fraud, involves a contract in which the at-fault party makes a promise that he or she does not intend to fulfill. False promise fraud requires the following: a promise was made that is relevant to the contract. Defendant did not intend to fulfill the promise at the time it was made. Defendant intended that the victim would rely on the promise, and the victim did, in fact, reasonably rely on the promise. The defendant did not fulfill the promise. The victim suffered damages as a result of their reliance on the false promise. Okay, it says second case of action, breach of the contract and damages, section 3300 U.S. Civil Code. Defendant Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls promised with the plaintiff in verbal agreement that he will give him a fair share after investment, but he didn't fulfill his promise, so the defendant is a liable breach of the contract according to the laws. General provisions: relief, compensatory relief, measure of damages, damages for breach of contract. Let's keep going. It's just all laws and things like that. They're talking about all these different laws that are being used against Polight within the case. Okay, it says, wherefore plaintiff Ryan McCoy demands judgment and pray for the following relief jointly and severally against defendants Michael Nowak and Jessica Casey and Juliet Smalls. Full and fair compensatory damages in an amount to be determined by a jury. Punitive damages in an amount to be determined by a jury. Reasonable attorney's fees and the costs and disbursements of this action, and damages as appears just and proper according to the fraud, misrepresentation under Code of Civil Procedure, U.S. Code 931, penalty for misrepresentation, breach of the contract, and damages, 3300 U.S. Civil Code. General provisions, head of Division 4 amended by Stats, 1988, Part 1, relief, Title 2, compensatory relief, and the measure of damages, damages for breach of contract. Plaintiff's verification, whereof I, Ryan McCoy, do hereby verify on oath that whatever been stated from paragraph number 1 to 21 are true and correct to the best of my knowledge, and all counts of legal paragraph are true and accurate to the best of my information. This is on public record, just for the record. It says, due to the nature of the lawsuit, I had to flee the country to blank, to live off the crumbs that I still have left from my inheritance that Michael Nowak, aka Brother Polight, and his two wives scammed me for. Michael was well aware of my state of homelessness when I received my father's life insurance. He knew I was alone and vulnerable, scared of going back to poverty. He assured me that he could make sure I could never experience that again if I invested in his financial mentorship program. Well, in a matter of 3 months, Michael used lies, intimidating mind control to scam me out of $110,000. I ended up being homeless in LA, making Michael well aware of my situation. He consistently promised I will get my money back while he lived a high-class Hollywood lifestyle with his wives to show off on social media. I had to sell my small stock investments and moved to blank, where I met my new girlfriend who is now pregnant. Although I do have residency in blank, I have no official mailing address there since I've been living on the beach the past 2 years while I study computer programming. I cannot afford to fly to blank to check mail for my case. I kindly ask if I can receive a response so I can be better at keeping up to date sooner. I put my blank mailing address, but that is only temporary. I'm not sure how long it would take for me to receive mail from the US. So look, it says Brother Polight, US. This is the evidence. This is all the receipts. This is what's being shown here. It says brotherpolight.us, 907 Westwood Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 924, United States, 1-347-455-3778, BP at brotherpolight.com. Receipt number, invoice number, date paid, payment method, MasterCard. Paid by Ryan McCoy. $3,200 paid on January 26, 2019. Here we go again, another receipt. Brother Polight. Same email, same phone number. Paid.
It gets interesting, Andrea, because it mentions some people, other people outside of his wives that received money from this guy on his behalf, on Brother Polight's behalf. Is interesting.
By Ryan McCoy. $5,000 paid on January 22nd, 2019. As we see here, Ryan McCoy. January 20th through February 19th, 2019. Debit card. Transaction description. Hotels.com. Look at all of this here. $1,000, $400, $600, $3, $6. Small portions of money. Here we go again. All this money being spent. Hotels again. Let's look again. Hotels, $900, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $2,000. We see right here, Brother Polight. Here we see it again. Brother Polight. Hotels. Tickets. Cheap ticks. Health foods. Hotels again. Plane tickets. Delta. $758 in Walmart. It says here, Blue Pillar 44 in New York.
Blue Pillar? That's Blue Pill. Another associate of Sarnetta's that uses his platform, well known on his platform. So how did this guy end up sending him this money? It's interesting. The sad thing about it is that this brother who filed this case, he died. And he has a child. He had a child before the time where he died, and from what I've heard, in all of the conversation around Crypto Rootz, Polight, the persons that have, been asked about him, and Sonetta's one of the people that was asked about Crypto Rootz. It's in one of the videos where Polight is on Sonetta's program, and a person calls in and asks about Crypto Rootz. And so I'm curious how many of these people feel like they have any responsibility for the welfare of that man's child. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't. David, Blue Pill died. No. I'm saying Crypto Rootz died. Crypto Rootz, Ryan McCoy, the one who filed the case against Polight. I don't know if Blue Pill died. I don't think so. I didn't hear about that. But indeed, it is sad. This is Blue Pill. One of the twins is Blue Pill with Polight in the middle. So they're all associates. All good, David. Hope you're doing well today. Also.
Peace, family. What's good is in the God. I'm here to talk about brother fucking Polight. You're a fucking scam artist. You're a fucking scam artist that fucks with the whole fucking conscious African black collective community. Brother Polight, you're a fucking scam artist, okay? Sonetta, Blue Pill, Red Pill. No, Sonetta, I'm leaving a different category. Blue Pill, Red Pill, why are you so quiet? Brother Richard, why do interviews with him if you know he's been scamming the fucking community, bro? Go check out Young Pharaoh's page, Keith Gill's fraud department. Brother Polight, you're a fucking scam artist, okay? You got somebody locked up due to your scamming, okay?
Yeah, when you see this video, it makes you want to hold tight to your family. For real. I mean, seriously, man.
And you scam my fucking great auntie. Don't fuck with me, Brother Polight. Cause you gonna fuck with the wrong niggas, and we really about this conscious shit. The truth will always be revealed. And Brother Polight, you not finna scam again. You wanna know how Brother Polight scam you? Here's how he fucking scams you.
And this is out of all the horrible things, this is one of the major aspects about this scamming network. You heard this young brother say he's really about this consciousness. Well, there was thousands and thousands of people really about this consciousness, and then all of a sudden they were introduced to scammers and scammers. What do you think all that scamming does to these people that are really about this consciousness?
He tells you he's going to give you a status correction. If you go to Brother Polight's website, his shit then got shut down for scamming. Brother Polight was selling people status corrections for $550, knowing damn well the shit didn't work. Brother Polight been selling fucking status corrections for 5 years now. $550 a pop. He claims he's a celebrity now. You're a fucking scam artist.
You have a lot of brothers and sisters in the community that think they can file some paperwork and quote unquote correct their status. So as a lawyer, what do you think about that? What is your stance on that?
Okay, so you're talking about the sovereignty movement, the people who are filing the affidavits and don't want their name in capital letters. And personally, I think it's bull. Can I say bullshit? Yes. Personally, I think it's bullshit. I've seen people in court make this argument and go nowhere with it. Here's the problem. The problem is that the people, the people who want to be declared sovereigns, right? You're filing paperwork with the courts that you say don't have jurisdiction over you. So I'm trying to understand, if they don't have the jurisdiction over you, how can they declare you anything? I'm not understanding that. I don't understand that, because when you file that paperwork, which they never file properly, right? You have to file paperwork on notice of motion also, and you have to file a copy with the DA. They never do that, right? They only file these affidavits with the court, which are ineffective. But even if you did file it properly with notice on motion, you're asking the court to do something, right? Because a motion is a request to move the court. So if you're asking the court to do something, recognize me as a sovereign, how can you in the same breath say you don't have jurisdiction over me? Which is it? I don't see. It seems counterintuitive to me. And I've seen the case law. I've seen the law that the Moors rely on. I understand that they believe that this is maritime jurisdiction and all of that. But if you don't get those people that you are asking.
Now, she's talking about a different type of scam that people have been selling associated with that platform, right? It's not the status correction, which Polight was selling, is not the same thing that the Moors were selling people here. It's terrible.
To recognize that, then all they have to do is deny your motion and you're back where you started.
Money going to Richard Merritt. Coconut fish cake. Cheap ticket. Here again. Hotels. Desmond. Jonathan.
Yeah, it's definitely some straw man.
Brother Polight. Target. Here we go again right here. Walmart. Hotels, hotels, hotels. Hotels again. It says Bounty Music. Brother Polight again. $5,000 paid on January 22nd. Look at all of this money being spent. $5,000. Brother Polight. Hotels. Brother Polight app. $5,000. Look at this. $3,000 for a hotel. $2,000 for a hotel. Brother Polight. And you see California, Delta, tickets for Delta, $304. Brother Polight, here we go again. Hotels.com, hotels again. Brother Polight.
Facts. And you know what? I mean, that's the thing about it. That's what cloaking yourself in the garb of consciousness does. We all automatically approach a person that way with thinking that they're an honest person that believes in their people. And lo and behold, you find out that may not be the case at all. You might get scammed. You might just become part of the scam. Facts, David. Facts.
Hotels. Rent-A-Car Inc. Hotels. Airbnb in California. Nina, remember, this is one of the women that Brother Polight deal with. $450. Here again, Nina, $450. Brother Polight, $14.81. So basically, when I looked up some more information on the case, it basically got dismissed because of, you know, the plaintiff being unable to provide prosecution, and that's most likely due to the fact of the travel from, you know, going from one destination or going all the way back to California, especially not having the means to go back and forth, and not having the means to be updated, you know, to be able to get mail and receive mail like he previously stated. I'm pretty sure that everybody can put two and two together on who this is. This is showing that Brother Polight is indeed a fraud. And I don't want, you know, the individual that filed this case, I don't want them to feel discouraged, or I don't want anyone to feel discouraged if something like this happens where they may not get the success they wanted after getting scammed, because it's never over. I just remember that it's never over. The facts will always win. So in this case, you know, your circumstances may have created a situation where you were unable to fight this case due to your personal life and your situations, and Brother Polight also didn't make this easier for you. So just keep staying motivated and keep pushing, you know, these facts, so other people in the black community and the so-called conscious community won't continue to fall on the steps of Brother Polight, or, you know, fall in the traps and words and logos and deception that he has put on many black people, for them to continue to think that he is really for them and he's not. So we're going to move on to some other situations where people have been scammed.
R.I.P. Crypto Rootz.
So here is a video by Sunray. This video was put out March 21st, 2018. And he's saying that Brother Polight stole $10K from his sister. So this is his comment before, you know, I'm gonna read a little bit. It says, public announcement: Brother Polight has scammed my sister who lives in the UK. Michael E. Nowak, aka Brother Polight, is an activist, public speaker known for teaching the black woman is God and how we must respect them, but on the other hand, he secretly steals from them. This has been a private matter for some months now, and my sister has decided to be courageous enough to bring this issue to the public. She would appreciate your support, family, as these things are not easy to do. This video is merely a warning to get Polight's attention, as he has been ignoring my sister. She wants her $10K back. Please share this video so we can spread awareness and potentially stop any more brothers or sisters who may be going into business with this man. Thank you. May love be with you.
My name is Sunray, and this is a quick video addressing Brother Polight with an ongoing situation. Now, I've been following this brother for years, since his Daishiki days when he was teaching in the Wabin bookstore. So when I heard about all this scamming business, I didn't believe it, because I know when you become successful, popular, allegations, slander is going to come your way.
Now, this is really interesting because it shows you the reach of these scams, because there's been people outside of the U.S. scammed by Polight.
But when something happens to you, to your own people, in your circle, it becomes
allegedly scammed until the case is officially open, but these people allege that they were scammed.
It's a lot more different. Now, I recently visited my sister, and she told me she was scammed by Brother Polight. 10 grand you took from this woman. You say that the black woman is God. Queen Afua has been made aware of this. Your publicist, the pills, Miss Wright, stop ignoring a woman.
Okay.
You see that? You see, there's other people that have been made aware of this scamming. Do you see that? He mentions who they are.
Okay, so now we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna show another scamming case. I'm doing this just to show y'all that this stuff is not new. So here it says March 15, 2019. Alert, alert. Be aware of the scam family, the biggest scammers in America. When I say period, I mean city girls, period. I reached out to this black man, Brother Polight, for mentorship, thinking I'm making a real great investment in myself. Wrong. I was sadly mistaken. This guy, Brother Polight, is really out here pretending to be an upstanding, righteous, integrity-having figure in the community, but really he's only going around scamming people out of their hard-earned money with the help of none other than the scamettes, Victoria, Lamore, and Jessica. Let's come together to make everyone aware and to get this no righteousness or integrity having Brother Polight guy and his helping hands, Victoria, Lamore, and Jessica at Amonet, Atum Ray, out of the community, most importantly the black community. Not only that, but making sure no one else is scammed by the scam family. Michael, aka Brother Polight, scammed me and I can prove it. He scammed me out of $4,500. Report Michael Nowak to the FBI. The more people to report him to the FBI, the bigger the spotlight will get on his name. I know for a fact I am not the only one who fell victim to Michael Nowak, aka Brother Polight, scamming enterprise. Michael Nowak, aka Brother Polight, is a scam artist. He scammed me out of $4,500. Do not involve yourself with this man. I reported him to the FBI. It's considered internet fraud. Internet fraud is a federal crime. Face-to-face is the inevitable.
So you see, he's been reported to the FBI. According to this man, he says that he has reported him to the FBI. So, you know, these persons, you know, involved closely with Polight, especially the ones that have platforms, you know, like Sarnetta. It is so ironic. When is the last time that you've heard Sarnetta point out that he's been reported to the FBI allegedly by this person? When was the last time you heard that? And that's what seems so strange. You know, I mean, it seems so strange because the list of people that have been scammed and the stories behind the scamming seems to almost be limitless. You would suspect that people with good intentions, especially good intentions for the community, would be addressing this issue regularly on their platforms, especially since, you know, Polight is right now charged with molesting a 14-year-old. I mean, you might want to just inform the community of what else has been alleged of Polight.
Here's a video. My account, Polight scamming me. YouTube, Instagram, Double Shot Talk, Facebook, Double Shot Talk, donations, cash.
Yeah, exactly, Marquise. It's some shit for real.
Cash app. Okay, so he tagged all these people, Rizza Islam, yada 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 yada. A lot of these people are scammers themselves, so don't expect much from them. Okay, and a lot of these people really don't care about the black community once they sign the you know, their souls and lives over to the Caucasian for fame. Okay, so here it says, they say at Amonet, Atum Ray is not involved. Looks pretty fishy to me. Just because, and she says, just because I may not be in front of the lens doesn't mean I'm not on set. Stay on the set even when I'm not seen. The scamming masterminds, Naya Satet, Amonet, Atum Ray, sent Atum Ray. Michael Nowak, aka Brother Polight. I'm Lynette Atum Ray. Scammers always unite. So here's his video when he's talking about how Brother Polight scams him. I will not play the whole video. It's an entire hour. I will not do that. But this is a video you guys can go and check out on your own.
Scam artists. What you want, boy? That's my pooch. Hey, Dirt, say what's up to the people. Fuck it. But outright scam artists. He has a whole scam and enterprise going on. You understand me? And it's a few other people out here that done got scammed by Brother Polight. I'm just pissed off because I got scammed. I hate shit like that when niggas just get me and you feel, and then you realize after the fact you was finessed. Like, fuck. It make you want to go. It make you want to go. You feel me? It make you want to go. You know. It make you want to go. Run down on something. I ain't lying. I'm about that shit. I'm just not on that shit. Polight. Michael Noak, aka Brother Polight, is a straight up scam artist, man. And it's plenty people out here that got scammed by him. And like I said before, I'm pissed off because I got scammed. I'm more so about the principle. Don't get it fucked up. It is about the bread too. But it's more so for me about the principle. You feel me? I'm a hard-working brother, man. I work, I drive, man. I'm a hard-working brother, man. You know what I'm saying? $4,500 don't fall off trees. If they do, hit me up in the inbox and let me know. I want some of that $4,500 that fall off the trees, you know? I want to pick up some of that when they fall off, when it's 4,500 season, like mango season. When it's 4,500 season, let me know where that tree at, so I go get me some 4,500s. You feel me? I heard they fall in packages.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is, what can I say? It's actually a pretty sad event. But the reason why I decided to go live today and play this is because it's pretty much understood that Polight is facing some charges for molestation, but that is sexual assault against a minor, right? And in Florida. But it seems to me that the conversation about the scamming has somehow disappeared, and it's pretty much because for some reason there's people that claim to know stuff that don't seem to want to put emphasis on it. Don't want to put emphasis on the fact that he allegedly has scammed a whole lot of people according to their own testimonies. I mean, and when you have testimonies like this, I'm just curious myself, how many of these testimonies do you even see on Sonetta's channel? I mean, do we even see one Crypto Rootz testimony on Sonetta's channel? I mean, that's what really gets me. That's what really gets me. Well, 2 seconds. I'm gonna pull up some more. I'm gonna play a little bit of music, and then I'm gonna pull up another one just to remind folks. If you want to get up on the panel, I'm gonna drop the link. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, this video is courtesy of Tar. I'm gonna drop the link to his channel. Subscribe.
Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video. Crypto Rootz. He said, Polight scam.
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video. Crypto Rootz. He said, Polight scam.
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names.
We hear Sonetta calling Shaka's name constantly. But why doesn't he put focus on any of this? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, and people could derive whatever conclusion that they want, but my conclusion is that it's on purpose that he doesn't. Just like it sounds in this video.
Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video. Crypto Rootz. He said, Polight scam.
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
So he was against calling out Crypto Roots' name. And you hear Polight here saying, I don't know nobody named Crypto Roots. Isn't that what he said?
Crypto Rootz.
I don't even know
who is that.
I don't even know who that is.
Nobody names on this platform. Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform.
We ain't calling nobody's names out on this platform. Why? Why not? What is that all about?
We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video. Crypto Rootz. He said, Polight scam.
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video. Crypto Rootz. He said, Polight scam.
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names.
Ocean Park.
Hey, Curtis Hammurabi, doing today? Hope you having a good weekend with your garden.
That's what you came in to do. I don't even know what that is.
Yes, you know what that is, man. Stop lying, man. You a scammer, man.
All right, brother. All right.
Yeah, gangster. All right, brother. All right, gangster.
All right, we moving forward. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Get these callers in. Let's get it in. I'm not turning the show into no
people old.
Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
who is that. Who?
I'll tell him.
Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform.
Ocean Park.
So crypto is an opportunity, and that's what
And who is this in the video? Who is this in the video right here? Who is this? No, it's not new. But we're just going over, going back in time a little bit, just to cover some of people's connected to Polight and how they've been involved in this. You know, you just heard Sinetta say, "We ain't calling out nobody's names. We're not calling out nobody's name." And the caller said Crypto Rootz, and Crypto Rootz has a whole self testimony where Polight robbed him out of $110,000 of his father's the inheritance that he got from his father when he passed away. And a person's calling in saying, "Hey, Crypto Rootz, have you heard about Crypto Rootz?" And Sinetta saying, "We ain't calling out nobody's name." And Polight said, what did Polight say? Polight said, I don't know nobody, or something to that effect, named Crypto Rootz. But right here in the car with him is the actual person named Crypto Rootz that got scammed out of $110,000. We just reviewed all the receipts. Yeah. Okay, well, that's why we're going back, sister, to show people, because a lot of people haven't seen it. And you know why a lot of people haven't seen it? Because the main networks that promoted this brother Polight don't bother to show anybody the self-testimonies at all for some strange reason. So here we go. This is Crypto Rootz in the video. Polight's claiming to not know him.
Gives me the passion, is the opportunity that we have at our disposal with no questions asked. We don't have to get approved. We don't have to verify. We can do it all online right away. If you're a good day trader, you can make $1,000 a day. You know, it all depends on your strategy, and just figure out what works best for you, your lifestyle, your loved ones. And there's a strategy for you. I have a lot of things I need to focus on, so I do my best to work on passive income, and as many various forms of passive income from cryptocurrency. And I'm back to trusting Polight again. Okay, so now at this point, this is like right before the announcement, the crypto course date. At this point,
he's explaining his experience with Polight, how he got scammed. Crypto Rootz.
I'm thinking, even though I'm cool with Polight again, he don't really give a shit about me. This whole time, he hasn't sent me any fucking money. And the only money he sent me was from the invoices. Then I had to ask him, like, yo, you got some more invoices because we about to do the course. Yo, hit me with some more invoices. I only got about 8. He's like, all right, G, I'm gonna hit you back with some. Never did, right? And I'm thinking, this person really why would he let me suffer? Like, why would, this is third or fourth time I'm like, yo, why would this dude let me suffer like this? Like, I didn't tell him I was hustling in the background. I tried to make it seem like I had no money so he would have some sense of urgency to help me, but there was no urgency whatsoever to help me. So I'm thinking, this is where I'm giving up. Finally giving up on this dude. He doesn't give a shit about me. It's just this, I don't know what this guy's into. I don't know why he wants to have me around. He don't even call me when he said he's gonna call me. He said he's gonna do this crypto course. So I'm about to give up.
Now here's the thing. You would think that a person like Sinetta, who claims that he's got all kinds of dirt on Polight, he got all the data on Polight, you would claim he would have the data on this person, right? Because listen next to the claim that this brother makes. This is how extreme the situation got. Check this out, in case you haven't heard it.
Fully on this man, right? This is in Mexico. So the day of the crypto course, the day before, like 4 or 5 hours ahead, I still haven't heard nothing from him. We still haven't discussed what we were going to discuss on the course. Nothing. I'm freaking out. I'm like, this dude's just going to bail on the course and everybody's hitting me up right now and we didn't even go over nothing and I took people's money and like, fuck, man.
Shout out to Queen's Throne also.
I even told him earlier, I was like, yo, you sending me invoices. I'm thinking you trying to set me up, bro. Like, you're going to, and he was like, nah, I can see how you see that, but I wouldn't do that. That's what he said. I see how you can see that. And I'm like, well, can you send me a list of people that pay for the course just so I know I'm getting a fair amount of sales for the course. She's like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm gonna send you a list, no problem. Never got the list. So I hit him up. I'm like, Polight. I'm ready. Like, Polight. Like, he's like, why you freaking? He finally texting me back, why you freaking out? I'm like, Polight. I ain't never shot a course. Like, it's about to go live. Like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Like, you haven't called me. You haven't done nothing. He's like, you need to stop worrying about the crypto course. You need to stop worrying about that shit. You need to worry about Costa Rica. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I just got a property. I just got a property over in Costa Rica. And I'm like,
now see, Polight has already gotten $100,000 from this guy. And this guy's been begging for some of the money back, for some of the investments to show good. And Polight's been stringing them along for a long period of time. Guess where this ends? Check this out. Really, this is where the danger kicks in. This is why it's so alarming. And strangely enough, we don't hear alarm signals coming from people.
Whoa. He texted me pictures. He's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's for real now. It's live. Yeah, it just went through. He's like, I want you to work. This is what he told me. I was gifted the property, the mountain. I was gifted the property, the mountain. I was gifted the property, the mountain, the resort in Costa Rica. He told me that. It was gifted to him from some father figure type to Polight.
Hey, what's up, gang? Hey, thanks for listening, man.
Now you hear Polight tells him that Polight has been bequeathed a mountain. He's been bequeathed a mountain. That means he just got a mountain given to him through some person, but it's going to continue. Just keep watching.
Appreciate it. I'm celebrating. I just bought a mountain. In Costa Rica, 5,000 feet above seawater. I'm about to follow the legacy of Dr. Sebi, have the people come out there through the thermal springs and everything. Word, man. Listen. What's your name? Art. So yeah, I'm celebrating. You first one that found out.
First Hammurabi, the camera will say any damn thing. Sadly.
I like this thing right here. I love this. Come on. Vince, going back in the 30s.
And he's like, we've been planning this since Sebi was alive, since Dr. Sebi was alive. And we were either going to get a property.
You have a very good point. Is Costa Rica, isn't that where Nature Boy had his cult? Well, we're going to check into that as soon as this is done. Watch where this ends up. Watch where the cliffhanger is, what this brother's about to tell you.
In Africa somewhere or somewhere in South America, and we chose Costa Rica, and because of the ley lines, the thermal hot springs, the atmosphere, he's like I'm gonna start a holistic health retreat.
A mountain of Femi.
And he was like, I want you to live on the property, bro. He's like, you can live on my property for free. He's like, you and whoever you want. But he's like, you can live on my property for free. He didn't tell me. So yeah, so I'm like, whoa, I wasn't expecting this. Like, this is some big, in my head, I'm like, this is some big deal. Like, is Brother Polight really, really, really looking out for me in the end? Like, and he's like, yeah, bro, I didn't say nothing to nobody for years. You know what I'm saying? I was just laying low until this went through. And so he's like, me and my business partner, who's kind of like the father figure, he's gonna leave and move to Dubai. He's kind of done with the land, and he said I could have the land, and he said I could do whatever I want on the land. We're just gonna split the business deals on the land. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. And he's like, I'm gonna start a couples retreat.
Well, we're gonna verify it right here, right now, today.
On the land, and he's like, I want you to teach it. I want you to be there. He's like, I'm going to teach you coherent heart breathing. I'm going to teach you coherent heart breathing, and then you're going to teach other people. You get to live out there. There's coconuts, and it's like, I know that's. And I was like, yo, I get to start a farm. He's like, bro, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Everything's already set. He's like, there's somebody else that lives there that's taking care of the property, but I said I want someone else. I want someone I know living out there, someone I can trust living out there. And I'm thinking, damn, brother Polight, like, damn, for real, like, you really look at, like, damn, like, it almost made me forgive him for everything. It almost, check it out, it almost made me forgive him for everything. He's like, yo, and then we do the crypto course. It's like 4 or 5 hours later, right? He goes on the crypto course, and anyone who took that course, at least the first part that was in the chat, he told them that he just bought a mountain. He told them that he just bought a mountain. And I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, you just told me it was fucking gifted to you. But he told everyone in the chat that he bought the mountain.
Hey, what's up, King? Hey, thanks for listening, man. Appreciate it. I'm celebrating. I just bought a mountain. In Costa Rica, 5,000 feet above seawater. I'm about to follow the legacy of Dr. Sebi. Have the people come out there to the thermal springs and everything. Word, man. They listen. What's your name? Art. But yeah, I'm celebrating. You the first one that found out. You're the first one. Oh, yeah. I like this thing right here. I love it. Come on. This going back in the 30s.
And everyone in the chat's like, damn, Polight's leveling up. Big boss, Polight got a mountain, yo. Damn. Boston, real estate tycoon type shit. Like, people like just showing him mad love in the chat. And I'm like, yo, is he going to mention everybody that Crypto Rootz is going to be working on the property together? You know, no, he didn't mention that. He didn't mention none of that. Not that I needed to hear that, but I'm thinking that's the next thing. Like, yo, me and Crypto Rootz, we going to take it to the mountain. We're going to do the farming shit. I'm thinking he's going to say it. He doesn't say it. He just told everyone he bought the mountain. Right? So now we're on those terms. He was like, when can you get out to Costa Rica? When can you get out to Costa Rica? And I'm like, shit, bro, like sometime in like late June.
Here it comes. Watch.
He's like, because this is like late May, right? He's like, yo, that's perfect, bro. That works for me. That's perfect. So that was the deal. That was the agreement. Not guarantee you any money. He's like, did you try to call me? Did I miss a call? Wait, bro. I'm gonna call you. And I'm like, no more calls, bro. I need results in my bank account now. Polight, literally, I told you he switches up his personalities. So whatever it was, I fucked up his plans by saying, no, I don't want to go out to Costa Rica. So Polight flips his personality. But check this out. He sees that I'm getting aggressive now. He sees that like my alpha male's coming out. And I'm like, I'm just losing all respect for him. And he's like, and I'm like, fuck talking to you. Do not call me. I don't want to hear your words. Because he's trying to play game. I knew he was trying to play games with my head with his words. And I said, I need results in my bank account. And I knew I pinned him in a corner because he really couldn't. He was like, yes, blessings, brother. You know, he switched up into this whole hotep. He literally went to like a hotep mode. You know, peace and blessings. You know, sun rising, and he said like broken, like, and you know, things will come about, and always say yes. And I'm on top of it right away, brother. I'm on top of it. He never act like that before. He literally became like submissive hotep to me because he saw I was getting very aggressive, but I fucked up his plans, whatever it was. And so, and then I tell him, yo, I'm not going on your property until you give me a minimum 20,000 in my bank account. I'm not teaching the crypto course until you give me a minimum of $1,500 because I know you fucking have it. And whatever. So a few days later, I get a text from Polight. Polight's like, yo, I got my daughter's born. Sorry, G, I've just been so stressed these last few months. Sorry for not coming through. Sorry for apology. You know, I just needed to, my head's clear now. I'm good, G. Like, you know, we're still good. Like, we're still good. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, meh, meh, meh. And, right. And so he's like, yo, we're still going to do the Costa Rica thing. This dude.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Was fucking setting me up to come to Costa Rica. He wanted me to come to Costa Rica to set me up. And I'm thinking, wow. He wanted me. This dude was fucking setting me up to come to Costa Rica. He wanted me to come to Costa Rica to set me up. And I'm thinking, wow. He wanted me to buy my own ticket. And I'm like, yo, this dude is a fucking psychopath. This dude is a psychopath. He's been, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. Psychopath. This dude is a psychopath. He's been, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. Wanted me gone. He wanted me gone. And I'm now in retrospect, I'm thinking, what a sophisticated ass motherfucker. He literally thought this out. He said, what does this guy want? So much so that he can't, I'm going to present him something he will not turn down. And then I told him, Polight, I don't need to live on your property. You know, with my farming resume, I can live on any land in Hawaii. Any land in Hawaii. But I did, and I was like, I've been doing it this out. And set me up. And I'm like, this dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. He wanted me gone.
Does that answer your question, Beverly? He said Polight wanted him gone.
And I'm now in retrospect, I'm thinking, what a sophisticated ass motherfucker. He literally thought this out. He said, what does this guy want? So much so that he can't, I'm going to present him something he will not turn down.
Now, this man says Polight wanted him gone. He is alleging that Polight tried to lure him to Costa Rica after scamming him for over $100,000 to off him. To off him. That's exactly what he said. Now, that's not scamming. That sounds like murder. Now, ask yourself, why is this not ever spoken about openly on Sanetta's channel. Why? Now, we just went back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning here. Let's go right back to the beginning and just look at this.
Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
Who is that? Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
Who is that? Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video.
Wanted me to be a slave. And then I'm thinking, nah. But I was like, so in his mind, he's thinking, yo, I'm going to present something for this guy that can never be turned down. And so either I'm thinking, yo, this was a way for me to forgive him for taking all my money over the $110,000. This was a way for me to forgive him for taking all my money over the $110,000. And I was like, yo, this dude wanted me a fucking slave. Wanted me to be a slave. And then I'm thinking, nah, bro. Polight wanted me gone. This nigga wanted me dead. Like, he wanted me to pay for my own plane, and he never offered. So I'm like, yo, he didn't want to pay for me to be dead. Wanted me gone. This nigga wanted me dead. Me, bro. Then I'm thinking, nah, bro. Polight wanted me gone. This nigga wanted me dead. Like, he wanted me to pay for my own plane, and he never offered. So I'm like, yo, he didn't want to pay for me to get off somewhere, for him to get rid of me somewhere. He wanted me to pay for myself. He wanted me to jump the gun and pay for myself because I was so excited. And so I'm like, yo, this dude wanted me somewhere in the middle of an island in my environment. He wanted to set it up in my environment, so I'm with him somewhere. And he kept saying, yo, come walk the property with me, G. Come on, bro. He said this like, yo, bro, just walk the property. Just give it a chance. Walk the property with me. And he texted me a few times, yo, let me know when you're out there so I can make arrangements for you. Every single arrangement this dude said he ever made for me never, ever worked out. So I'm thinking, he never had any real plans to either go out to Costa Rica. He wanted me to just like blindly go somewhere on the fucking mountain and have someone do something to me, or he wanted me to go out to the property with him in the middle of the mountain somewhere and get rid of me.
All right, let's stop it right here and do one thing real quick. Can y'all hear me? Okay, just making sure. Now, what's this other bozo's name? That's in jail right now. I believe he's still in jail. And he has that 3-eye harem or whatever. And wanted him to finance his own trip to meet his maker. Exactly, brother. This is what he's saying. This is what Crypto Rootz said. Crypto Rootz said Polight wanted him murdered, wanted him dead. Now, what's this guy's name? We mentioned him earlier. Let me see something. You said Beverly mentioned it. And Afemi, you also said yes, Beverly. It's 9-6. Yeah, hold on. Costa Rica, isn't that where Nature Boy? Exactly. Nature Boy, Costa Rica. See? You see that right there? Who's in Costa Rica? You see?
Some so-called hardware that are lower self with the consciousness, the software of the higher self. That's
6 years ago.
My friend, and let everybody know your name.
I'm Ray.
Yeah.
Peace
Ray.
reflection.
How did
Ray.
you pop up here?
Sun Ray.
Sun Ray.
Okay. 5 years ago, Nature Boy, Benzie, Cult League. Okay. 5 years ago, is that?
The wife of a reported cult leader wants to tell her side of the story, and it's an interview you only see on 11 Alive. Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, is still in jail, facing charges that also include rape. His wife tells our Paula Soro he forced her to marry him after 3 years of knowing each other.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea.
So we've established Nature Boy was in Costa Rica. Yes. And that's exactly where Polight wanted him to go, to Costa Rica. That's what he says. That's what he said. That's what Crypto Rootz said. Crypto Rootz said he wanted him to go to Costa Rica.
And I was like, yo, this dude wanted me a fucking slave. Turned down. And then I told him, Polight, I don't need to live on your property. With my fault. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this dude tried to do the Costa Rica thing. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, meh, meh, meh. And, right. And so he's like, yo, we're still going to do the Costa Rica thing. This.
Afemi, when was Nature Boy kicked out of, when was he kicked out of Costa Rica? Do you know? Does anybody know when he was kicked out? Yeah, he is looking raggedy as hell. That's for sure. And, hey, I mean, I find that very suspicious. And the thing about it is that so many of these people, just like with the rape, with the alleged rape of this 14-year-old that Polight is charged with already. When you look at the people who sat in the room with the victim's mother and even discussed rape before the event even happened, you have, how's it possible that you got Sarnetta on the camera, you got Polight talking about what is rape, the legality of rape, is it legal in the Bible, what's the punishment for rape, is the woman actually complicit in that rape? We don't know. And then who else do you have? You have the other brother there that's discussing the same thing, debating. It looks like they're debating it. All of them in the same room with the alleged victim's mother before the event happens, where they're debating what rape is and if the person raped could be complicit in that rape. How much of a coincidence do you think that is? And how much of a coincidence do you think this is that the place Polight suggested that he go is Costa Rica, and he came to believe that Polight wanted him dead if he went there. And then it turns out that who else was in Costa Rica? I don't know the exact date. I don't know the exact date, but I find it suspicious enough to want to go find out. Yeah, Beverly, you say, but I think it was around 2018 when he was in Costa Rica. And I'm telling you, people should be trying to find out when that date is, because now, if that's the case, we already know that we're not talking about just scamming anymore. This man alleged that he believes Polight wanted him to go there to finish him, to off him. You see, that's not rape. That's not scamming. This man alleged Polight wanted him to go there to murder him. And who else was in Costa Rica? You see, I just find that to be either that's the strangest coincidence, and whether coincidences keep coming up with these people over and over and over. A rape happens to a alleged rape happens to a 14-year-old in Florida, and it just so happens that these people are in a room on camera discussing what is rape, if it's legal in the Bible, and if the victim could be complicit in the rape. And then after that date, the woman who's in the room, her daughter gets allegedly raped. Is that a coincidence? You see what I'm saying? This is just like, this is terrible. This is terrible. I'm going to drop the link real quick. I don't have so much time today, but I'm going to drop the link. And there's a true crime channel that has When Nature Boy Left Costa Rica, I believe. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, please do that, Cursa Hammurabi. That would be great. I mean, it would be a great way to end today. But I'm gonna hang here for a couple more minutes. I'm gonna let this Crypto Roots thing play again, and then see what comes out of that.
Dude was fucking setting me up to come to Costa Rica. He wanted me to come to Costa Rica to set me up. And I'm thinking, wow. He wanted me to buy my own ticket. And I'm like, yo, this dude is a fucking psychopath. This dude is a psychopath. He's been, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. He wanted me gone. And I'm now in retrospect, I'm thinking, what a sophisticated ass motherfucker. He literally thought this out. He said, what does this guy want? So much so that he can't, I'm gonna present him something he will not turn down. And then I told him, Polight, I don't need to live on your property. You know, with my farming resume, I can live on any land in Hawaii. Any land in Hawaii. But I did, and I was like, I've been doing it for years. I can live any land for free in Hawaii because of my farming skills. But it was always for white folks, so that's why I stopped doing it. So then I got excited because I'm like, yo, it's gonna be a black-owned land at first. But I was like, so in his mind, he's thinking, yo, I'm gonna present something for this guy that can never be turned down. And then, so either I'm thinking, yo, this was a way for me to forgive him for taking all my money over the $110,000. This was a way for me to forgive him for taking all my money over the $110,000. And I was like, yo, this dude wanted me a fucking slave. Wanted me to be a slave. And then I'm thinking, nah, bro. Polight wanted me gone. This nigga wanted me dead. Like, he wanted me to pay for my own plane, and he never offered. So I'm like, yo, he didn't want to pay for me to get off somewhere, for him to get rid of me somewhere. He wanted me to pay for myself. He wanted me to jump the gun and pay for myself. I was so excited. And so I'm like, yo, this dude wanted me somewhere in the middle of an island in my environment. He wanted to set it up in my environment, so I'm with him somewhere. And he kept saying, yo, come walk the property with me, G. Come on, bro. He said this like, yo, bro, just walk the property. Just give it a chance. Walk the property with me. And he texted me a few times. Yo, let me know when you're out there so I can make arrangements for you. Every single arrangement this dude said he ever made for me never, ever worked out. So I'm thinking, he never had any real plans to either go out to Costa Rica. He wanted me to just like blindly go somewhere on the fucking mountain and have someone do something to me, or he wanted me to go out to the property with him in the middle of the mountain somewhere and get rid of me, because he knew I had no family, he knew I had no close friend, he knew I just had a girlfriend that I just met. He wanted me to go out to the property with him in the middle of the mountain somewhere and get rid of me, because he knew I had no family. He knew I had no close friend. He knew I just had a girlfriend that I just met. But it was so, it's easy to just kind of get rid of Crypto Roots somewhere and just disappear from the scene, because this is before I speak out, because he knew I was coming at him. He knew I was coming at him. Like one, and I kept falling for the okie doke. straight up. And I'm thinking,
okay,
and I'm piecing everything together, understanding how sociopaths, and I call him a borderline psychopath because he's been known to kill. And I'm thinking, yo, this dude.
Send me the name of the video if you can, Cursa Hammurabi. Yeah, that way, or you can pop up in the you can pop up and leave it in the back chat if you want. Yeah, this is sickening. This is crazy.
Really, really was trying to set me up, either to be his slave or to get rid of me.
Yes.
So did he scam crypto Rootz?
I don't even know
Who is that? Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was a video. Crypto Rootz. He said, "Polight scam."
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names.
That's what you came in to do. I don't even know what that is.
Yes, you know what that is, man. Stop lying, man. You a scammer, man.
All right, brother. All right.
Yeah, gangster. All right, brother.
So crypto is an opportunity, and that's what gives me the passion, is the opportunity that we have at our disposal with no questions asked. We don't have to get approved. We don't have to verify. We can do it all online right away. If you're a good day trader, you can make $1,000 a day. You know, it's all depends on your strategy, and just figure out what works best for you, your lifestyle, your loved ones, and there's a strategy for you. I have a lot of things I need to focus on, so I do my best to work on passive income, and there's many various forms of passive income from cryptocurrency.
All right. Let's see here. Let me go over to this next one. Boom. Was it this one? Yeah, here we go. Boom. Let's see.
Listen to me very clearly. The ending of the cycle and the coming of the Christ. I am the black man. I am God. I love myself. I love myself, man. You feel me? What I'm doing is beyond Martin Luther King. It's beyond Malcolm X. It's beyond. What I'm doing is beyond all of that.
New disturbing video of Eligio Bishop and cult members.
Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy.
He calls himself Bishop, Nature Boy, Christ.
Guess what? We have a God. We have our Savior. Yes. And his name is Nature Boy. Yes.
DeKalb police arrested Bishop in mid-April after a woman told them she had left a sex cult.
I watched him whip a girl with a leather belt multiple times for 15 minutes straight.
He was extorting money from a young person.
Bishop lived off of other members' PPP loans and life savings.
This is why I just...
Beverly, yeah, can you post that here? I can see it. I don't know if you can post it. I think what you got to do is hop up on. Let me give you the link. You got to hop up here and you can put it in the back chat. Yeah, there you go. If you could do that, that would be nice. Let me play this until I see you hop up.
Decided to leave melanation.
Brainwashed his ass.
I don't like how the women are being treated.
Tell him who Baba G is. God. Tell him.
Baba G is God.
Oh, somebody feels sorry for Tanisha.
He's kind of mad that...
Of course he's mad. He's always mad.
It's because we're black. I'm just letting you know that right now.
It ain't because of your color. It's because of your nasty attitude and your crazy eyes.
We in the valley of the shadow of death. And we will fear no evil. But listen, we will be humble.
So, that's your live right now?
That's my life. Yeah. Your soul. Will be thrown into the abyss.
This video is sponsored by Felix Gray. Felix Gray are the blue light glasses that started it all. Staring at
Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, you see the back chat, Beverly? I think I found the video, actually. Let me see here. Tell me if this is the one. Boom. Let me see here. I think it's this one. Can you see it? I'm gonna let you hop up here too in case you Yo, you want to say anything, Beverly? I think I found it. Is this the link right here?
It was the news. I don't know how to do it. I'm on my phone.
Okay.
I can't do it because I'm not on my computer. My computer has a virus.
Can you see this video here? It says Nature Boy and Melanated Nation have been arrested by Costa Rica's immigration.
Oh, okay, because I saw the video. It said the news, but that's it too, because the video is the DANEWZ, and it says it's from 5 years ago. So if you count back, that's 2018.
Oh, Nature Boy and his melanation family being held captive in Costa Rica by immigration. Stream a lot. You know what?
It's got to be 2018 because they went to get on the plane and they said they wouldn't let them get on the plane, and the video was 5 years back. I remember that. I remember seeing that. I just wasn't sure of the year, but it had to be about 2018.
Yeah, that's 2018 exactly. And Crypto Rootz his account, I believe, is from 2018 too, because it was 2019 when he filed his paperwork. So he had those testimonials up, I believe, around the same time. So he's talking about what happened already, right? That led him up to the paperwork, I believe. But yeah,
the paperwork for what? He was suing him or something?
He was trying to take him to court on an action. Yeah, some sort of civil action, I believe. Yeah. Oh my God, this is something else. But I don't find this to be. This is already just 2018, 2019. For me, that's enough to raise my hairs, and just say, wow, can that be a coincidence? I mean, what do you think the likeliness that Polight had known this man prior to talking to Crypto Rootz?
Nothing. I don't think he knew him.
You don't think he knew him?
No. He just see. I grew up in northern New Jersey, like 20 minutes away from New York. So them House of Conscious people, they was always scammers. It's like Harlem has a good reputation, but it's full of scammers. It's always been. Like I live 20 minutes from New York. If the river wasn't, the Hudson River wasn't between us, we could walk there. That's how close I am to New York. So I grew up seeing them. They always scared us, but I didn't think he was that low down.
Okay, but you don't think that there's any possibility that he could be affiliated anyway? Because this is what I don't understand. I mean, they both somehow were in contact with Sinetta, right?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I'm pretty sure I might have run into Sinetta myself, but I don't remember because I didn't get caught up in all of that. I didn't get caught up in all of that. I had friends who got caught up in it, but I didn't pay no attention to it. Like I said, I had relatives over that way and everything. And I used to go over there when I was younger, when I wasn't supposed to be going over there. But they always was. He could have. I'm telling you, he could have.
Okay, I feel you. Well, I'm gonna check this video out. Let's see what it says. Let me see. You feel free to stay up if you want. Let's see here.
I'm just letting you know right now, if this is my last time going live, I love everyone on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that supported me ever. I'm letting you know right now it's going down. We are here. They got guns, everything. I'm standing for it, you heard? Everybody here with me. Melanation with me. We want to let y'all know what's going on. We got the police out there. You see them out there. They all out there. I just want to let y'all know, I'm melanated. It don't matter. They're going to discriminate against us regardless. I'm not getting off this bus. I refuse to go back to a corporation that beckons me. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know that they got us surrounded. We all in this bus right now. Somebody hit some lights so they can see us. You got Mel Nino. You got Nefertiti. Watch out. Y'all got the light pointed toward the camera. You got to point. Yeah. You got Golden Boy with us, Key, the whole family. I got my wives with me. We got motherfucking Omac, EJ. You got El Nino right there. You got and we got Montana. You know what I'm saying? Peru. Listen, they pulled us over. Apparently, the vehicle that we was driving, it was the place was expired or whatever, and it was basically we had got it from Honduras, and basically, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to record this video if you can record your screen, so if anything happened to me, y'all can know the real scoop of what the fuck happened. Anything happened to any of us, y'all know what happened. They got guns out. It's going down right now. We about to.
Well, you know what? This puts him in Costa Rica, essentially. So I think it's appropriate to do a little bit more research and see what people come up with to try to narrow down the time frame, also from Crypto Roots' side, right? But yeah, this is, I don't take anything off the table dealing when it comes to these persons, because I mean, they seem to not have a limit ever, you know, and so they don't have a good record with showing that they have limits anyway. I mean, how could it be in the first place that it's just by chance Sonetta could be on his platform doing a live with Polight on the platform? Somebody calls in and said, yeah, what about Crypto Roots? Do you know about Crypto Roots? And Sonetta's answer is, we don't want to give names on this platform. We don't do names on this platform. And Polight is like, I don't know anybody named Crypto Roots, to that effect. You know, I mean, that's not a good look. So just finding out that Crypto Roots was he in his testimony says Polight wanted him dead, he believes, and wanted him to go to Costa Rica so that could happen. And then you find out that this man was in Costa Rica somewhere. You know, I mean, all I have left to do is wonder what's the actual time, you know, just to try to narrow down the times. But I think people should stop. Well, not that anyone is taking it lightly, right? But it just seems like people forgotten. Maybe people have forgotten. So yeah. So now I think we did enough on this one. I'm gonna pause it, but I'm gonna flip topics now. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna put on some music. Beverly, you gonna hang up for a minute or what?
I'll hang out for a little while.
Okay. Let me just put a little bit of music on. I hope you don't mind. This is some go-go music. It's called go-go music. It's from my hometown, Washington, D.C. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but I'm gonna take a pause, a two-minute pause, and get back to everybody. Let me just flip it up here. See what to do. Yeah, here we go. I will be right back, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be right back.
All right, y'all, we're about to flip modes. Now, as a lot of you all know, for some reason, what'd you say? Love Me for? Can you do a show about go-go music? Yeah. Of course, yeah, I can. Sister, definitely. For a lot of you all that don't know, Neo X seems to have a grudge against myself and Shaka. And Shaka's been pretty nice about it, if you ask me. I don't know what her problem is understanding that I, myself, choose consciously to treat people how I would like to be treated. So that means something she has done, I would never, ever, 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 ever do to anyone. I don't have to know you. I just wouldn't do it. You could be a scumbag. I wouldn't do it. You could be the greatest person on earth. I wouldn't do it. It's something I don't do. And that is this. I'm never going to allow anyone on my platform to, no matter what you have done, no matter who you are, to talk about you, to curse your family out, to curse your kids out, to curse your mother out, to curse your father out, to curse at you, and you not have the opportunity within a very reasonable amount of time to come up and respond quickly. And I mean quickly. And on top of that, you're not coming on my platform ever, 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 ever in your goddamn life cursing out anybody's mother, child. If you have cursed out somebody's child, family, mother, father, sister, brother, you are never in your life ever getting on this fucking platform. That doesn't, I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. That's what Neo X allowed to happen to myself and Shaka while we spent days and days and days standing by her with her beef with Sinetta, saying that Sinetta was wrong. How she repaid us, she just had the bright idea to let him up on her page, on her panel for 5 hours one day. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't do that. Now, her way of responding is this. She wants to try to imply some that maybe Shaka is gay. Maybe I am gay. And what I got to say to her is, fuck you. Fuck you, little girl. Prove it. Anybody can talk shit. You see what I mean? Prove that you just not silly as fuck. That's what I'm saying. You know? Look at what she got on the screen. Let's just go ahead and play it for a second.
So, but in the chat, V. Bennett said, well, if Shaka blocked him, he blocked him out of love, LOL. And I'm like, bro, you don't even have carte blanche on somebody else's channel to just be blocking people like that. Because them people might be subscribers to her Patreon or her monetized page or whatever. And so it's shit like that. Like, bro, when your people wrong, you got to call them out when they wrong.
She's not even talking about her own platform. She is talking about Queen's Throne's platform. Queen's Throne is the one who gave Shaka a wrench. She gave me a wrench. What does that got to do with what she got on the screen? Zero. It has zero to do. And guess what? Queen's Throne already talked to Shaka about that individually, independently, without Neo X's permission, a long time ago, immediately after. What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
You just can't co-sign that shit and laugh and think that's cool. So that's why when they made the video.
And who was this bozo? Does this bozo co-sign anything for Queen's Throne? Don't need him to co-sign nothing. Queen's Throne doesn't need anybody to talk to her. She can talk to me directly. She doesn't need Neo X to talk for her. She doesn't need this bozo to talk for her. I don't need anybody to talk for me. That's the whole point. If somebody wants to talk to me, come and talk to me, but don't play games about it. So y'all want to hear some more of this stupid shit?
About treat people how you want to be treated. That shit was comedy to me because I'm like, dude, how you gonna stand on principles only when you or your people get offended or whatever, but you don't stand on them principles Saturday.
First of all, Shaka already won up to this a week ago. He already apologized to Queen's Throne. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I blocked Howard." Shaka never got any explanation when he got a wrench on who to block, how to block, what kind of way Queen's Throne wants somebody to block. No, and neither did I. He just blocked people according to how he felt. That's it. But what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with her title? You see, now she, according to her, is gay herself. That's been her issue with Chris Harris. Chris Harris coming after her. That's been her issue with Sonetta, calling her a bull dagger, right, on his platform. All me and Shaka did was say, yo, that's wrong. They shouldn't treat you that way. And what she do? She's still going on and on about it. So, I mean, you know, I don't know how much I need to play. It doesn't sound to me, unless somebody heard something about her having some kind of proof, boyfriends forever, real, recognize real. I mean, yo.
Do Sunday, because when your boy was doing foul shit, you thought it was funny. So I'm like,
that's his boyfriend forever. That's what that is.
See,
now, any proof that somebody that when my boy did some foul shit, I thought it was funny? That wasn't foul shit. He blocked people according to his own standard, which he has. He don't have to apologize for that. I'm not apologizing for that. It's not the end of the world. You see what I mean? Shaka didn't call her a bull dagger. You see what I mean? Shaka didn't do any of that. And again, they're talking about Queen's Throne. Is Queen's Throne up there? Nope. Is Neo X named Queen's Throne? Did Queen's Throne pick up the phone and say, Neo X, I need you to talk for me because I don't know how to talk for myself, little girl? No, Queen's Throne didn't do that. Did Queen's Throne come up there and say, I need some person without a face and without a name called KB72977 to talk for me because, hey, I don't know how to talk to Shaka and Bennett myself. No, she didn't. So you can see this is like some childish shit. For the record, oh, okay, Shaka went. For the record, I am not gay and never been. So now she is slandering. I mean, she's slandering, but Shaka, she seems stupid as hell while she's doing it though. Still trying to get. What is this? Still trying to gay shame when she's gay. It's like, to me, it's just like, go ahead with your funny business. You can say that all you want. I've never heard Bennett or Shaka speak negatively about her preference. I mean, I don't really care about anybody's preference. As I've stated a million times, if I'm not with you in your bedroom, it doesn't matter who you are. I have no way of knowing what your preference is. It's just like your religion. You can say what your religion is all you want. I can't prove what you do. How the hell do I know? If I don't know you, I don't know. I can't even prove that Neo X is gay. She just said she was gay. How do I know? I have to take her word for it. I don't have any other way of knowing. She could be lying. How would I prove it? You see what I'm saying? So this is just like some dumbass shit. Yeah, but I'm not mad. Go do your thing, Neo X. Go for it. We're going to have our little party. Unless somebody wants me to play some more of this shit, I don't see what it is. But I could tell you for the record, if you are gay, go live your life. Be who you are. Be happy. I would never advise somebody who is gay to be ashamed of themselves. But I would also advise a person that if you are gay and you're getting bullied like Neo X, don't stand for it. And definitely don't allow the person that if a person calls you a bull dagger, what the hell would you want to talk to them about later? But apparently she wanted to talk to Sonetta later after he called her a bull dagger. I mean, I will never understand the sense of it. But here is the thing. I don't need more than once to know that I have to slam the door in your face. And it only takes one time. Neo X, I don't need you. You don't pay my bills. You're not my friend. You don't put any money in my pocket. You don't raise my kids. I don't understand what the problem is. You don't have to deal with me. Yeah, I don't see what it is. If you don't like how somebody is, then go on your goddamn way. Beat it. That's what I did. I don't like you. I don't like how you treat people yourself. I'm not asking Shaka to tell me how I feel. I'm telling you. You can listen to this. This is me talking. I don't want Cornball KB7297 speaking for my feelings when I can speak for myself. I don't want the weirdo behind you in the picture with the long hair and the beard speaking for me. I don't want the lady on the right speaking, but I don't want none of y'all speaking for me. I don't want no one speaking for me. I speak for myself. Neo X, here's the message. Go on your merry way. Or you could just come back for more. I mean, you're not getting on my platform. I don't respect you. I think you're a joke. And I think you need to learn about abuse. You know, just because you claim to be a victim of abuse, you should check in on that before you try to abuse others. I know what abuse is. That's why I'm shutting the door in your face. Yeah, so let's go on from there. Anybody else want to say anything? Shaka, should I drop the link? I mean, I don't fucking know. You know, this is bizarre for me. Yeah, what's up with the backdrop? Oh, you know, I guess you think it hurts somebody's feelings. It don't hurt my feelings. I don't give a damn. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't do anything with you. You know, it just is what it is. I hope her audience, you know, can be a little bit more critical than she is. Let's see here. All she is doing is showing that she definitely meant to offend with her original actions. It was an accident. She meant the offense. Yeah, I think she just full of shit, man. Didn't I tell y'all that this young lady needed backup? She can't address the matter on her own, hence why she postponed her stream 3 times. That's the 4th date. I mean, yeah. Anyone heard from Texas Bama? I emailed her, but still no response. Okay, I hope she's well too. Silliness. Should have just let her on it. I mean, the Mighty Hebrew in Tanzania. Yeah, I mean, she could join the Mighty Hebrew. It's all good. Shaka, I was wondering about Bama. Yeah, where's Bama? I'm listening, but I prefer to not give the young lady too much attention. Yeah. Monkey Neo talking about you. Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, nobody controls her. She does her. She do her thing. Me, I don't see what I get out of it. You know, what do I lose? Do I lose anything from her saying anything? No, not really. I mean, it doesn't matter. To me, it's like, ha ha ha. I could say the same things, but what could I say about her that she ain't already said about herself? I mean, she lets Sonetta up on her platform after calling her a bulldagger. You know, do we need to play all the things Sonetta said about her? Do we need to play all the things Sonetta said about anything? I mean, this is the person she let up on her platform. You see, we stopped dealing with Sonetta because he has shown to basically, number one, surround himself with people that are either charged with molestation and rape, people who have been convicted of molestation or rape, and he tended, in Polight's case, to actually openly lie and put out false information about the evidence in the situation that Polight is charged with right now. So for me, that's enough, but there's way more. I mean, he just foul. He's foul. Why do you need to let somebody on your platform that curses out people's mothers? You see, does that mean he should curse your mother out and people should just say, okay, Sonetta, come over here, curse out Neo X's mother, curse out Neo X's children? Should we, is that okay? Is that what she thinks is okay? She's saying she thinks that's okay because that's exactly what she did to us. Now they're talking about Queen's Throne. That was afterwards. What she got to do with Queen's Throne? Queen's Throne already talked to Shaka about it. And she's sitting here acting like, yeah, that was wrong. Shaka had a wrench and Shaka blocked somebody and that's that sister's money, blah, blah, blah. Well, don't give his fucking ass a wrench anymore. I mean, problem solved, Nobody told, I didn't tell her to give Shaka a wrench. But then again, I know Shaka and I know how he is. Shaka's not all about the money. Maybe Neo X is. Shaka don't give a goddamn about that. Shaka is out for foul behavior and he calls it how he sees it. Anybody got a problem with Shaka? Talk to Shaka. He's available. You see? But my opinion is that I understand Shaka, just like I could also understand Queen's Throne. But you don't see me going out on the internet talking about, man, that's fucked up what Queen's Throne did. She actually took Shaka's wrench. You don't see me doing that. And you don't see me going, man, that's fucked up what Shaka did. He actually blocked somebody on Queen's Throne panel after she gave him a wrench, even though she never said nothing else about how he should use it, what he should do, what her expectations were. You don't see me going out over the net being so upset about that. But these people are literally sitting there talking about it. I don't give a goddamn.
Now look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I'm saying is,
they call me Neo X. They call me. I can literally.
Okay, I understand all that. But what I'm saying is,
right now, Bennett, right now doing a live with his shirt off, not a live, short.
Well, okay, I understand all that, but I'm not getting into all of that stuff.
Beard all moist and clean, and he ain't got no shirt on, doing a fucking short on the internet. I'm telling you.
All right, let's go show the short she talking about. Let's see how she get down here. Here's the short, everybody. This is her. This is how she do her thing. Here's my short. Let's go over to the shorts.
This dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. He wanted me gone. And I'm now in retrospect, I'm thinking, this dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. He wanted me gone. And I'm now in retrospect, I'm thinking, this dude tried to set me up. Polight wanted me gone. He wanted me gone.
Okay, let's go back. See what Neo X talking about. I mean, she got a lot of time for this, so here we go.
In the community, bro. Right now, doing a live with his shirt off, not a live, short.
Well, okay, I understand all that, but I'm not getting into all of that stuff.
Beard all moist and clean, and he ain't got no shirt on, doing a fucking short on the internet. I'm telling you, I'm in the community, brother.
I feel you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not denying it. All I'm saying is, my point is, they made the video standing on principle when they violated that principle in a live stream they was on like a couple of days before. So to me, if you break the rules, then there ain't no rules. So you can't be holding somebody else to a stand.
A shirt on.
But you don't. But I remember the night you was on Queen Throne's panel. That was the night they interviewed, I think it was Uncle Suge, and they had Ben and all of them people on there. Well, they had some comments in Queen Throne's chat that Shaka didn't like, and he blocked the people. And Suge was the first one to pick up on it, and he asked him about it. And then Queen asked him about it, and she asked him. She said, "Well, how many people did you block?" And he went to counting people. He got up to 7, and she stopped him. So, but in the chat, V. Bennett said, "Well, if Shaka blocked him, he blocked him out of love, LOL." And I'm like, bro, you don't even have carte blanche on somebody else's channel to just be blocking people like
that. What is he talking about? You don't have carte blanche to be blocked. I had a wrench. Shaka had a wrench. That's carte blanche to be blocking somebody. That's what that is. You know, what are you talking about? This dude don't get it. He don't understand it. That's what carte blanche is. I mean, what's up with that? You see what I'm saying? Oh, here goes somebody called this must be Sonetta. What's up, Sonetta? What you got to say? Drop it in the back chat. What you got to say? Oh, you disappeared? Damn, that's deep, man. That's deep. Sonetta tried to hop up, Shaka. That's deep, man. But he didn't want to leave no message in the back. Oh, hold on. Where did he leave a message? Let's see. Yeah, okay. Neo X exposing you as homo fraud. Yeah, that's Sonetta. But hey, how you going to expose her? Let's go back, see what she up to. Let's see if she's exposing. Let's expose it.
So these people might be subscribers to her Patreon or her monetized page or whatever. And so it's shit like that. Like, bro, when your people wrong, you got to call them out when they wrong. You just can't co-sign that shit and laugh and think that's cool. So that's why when they made the video about treat people how you want to be treated, that shit was comedy to me, because I'm like, dude, how you gonna stand on principles only when you or your people get offended or whatever? But you
see that? You see his point? That's his whole point. That's his point. How you gonna stand on principles? So the wrench issue, Shaka blocking somebody, and me saying, if Shaka blocked somebody, he did it out of love. That's going back on principle. And the issue I had with Neo X is she let Sonetta on her panel for 5 hours. A person who sat up there and cursed me and Shaka out, lied about me and Shaka, and she withheld Shaka for damn near an hour, text messaging him saying, I'm going to let you on. I'm going to let you on. I ain't even wait around for all of that shit. You see what I mean? I never communicated with Neo X after that. To me, that was enough. Just the fact that she let Sonetta on her platform after he called her a bulldagger. I mean, is that her standard? Let people on to call her a bulldagger? I mean, I don't get it. Is that the standard everybody should have? You see? So my standard is, if you want to blame people for blocking persons and you give them a wrench, you need to understand that's a free job. You're not paying them. They're not under contract. You have not given them any description of how to behave with the wrench. So therefore, you're leaving it up to their own distinction. Absolutely, unequivocally. Why should I apologize for that? Or why should I take issue with that? Why should I take issue with Queen's Throne saying, oh, okay, Shaka, you don't need to do that. We both have wrenches still. So there's Neo X. I mean, should we listen to more of this? This is just stupid. It just sounds stupid to me. But should we listen to more? I don't know.
You don't stand on them principles Saturday through Sunday. Because when your boy was doing foul shit, you thought it was funny.
That's foul shit. That's foul shit. Shaka, you foul, man. You foul, Shaka. You blocked somebody on Queen's Throne platform when you had a wrench, and that's foul, brother. You foul. You as foul as Sonetta. I mean, you as foul as Neo X. You didn't let nobody on your platform to curse her out and call her a bulldagger. No, you didn't do that. You didn't let nobody on your platform to curse her mother out, her child out, her family out. No, you didn't do that. You didn't let nobody. No, that's not what you did, Shaka. You fouled because you blocked somebody on Queen's Throne panel when you had a wrench. That's what makes you foul, brother. That's it. I mean, anyway, y'all, I got other stuff to do. Shaka, you can carry on, man. I got a couple of things I gotta take care of, man. Neo X, proceed, sister. Thank you for blowing up my channel. Speaking about me. If that's what you want to say, go right ahead and say it. Although I'm just saying, you're wrong. And you have a hard time accepting when you're wrong. And I have no doubt that you're going to continue to be wrong, and that there's nothing anybody can do to get you to admit that you're wrong. You just don't like being wrong. And it's such a petty thing to show that you can't even accept being wrong about. I don't accept anything serious from you at all. That's my word on it. Yeah. So in any case, folks, shot. Anybody want to get up and here you go. Sonetta, you want to come back up? You want to come back up? By the way, Sonetta, I would never curse your mother out, your child. I would never curse your wife out. I would never curse anybody, your brother out. I would never curse any of them out. My issue is with your foul behavior, brother. Just you. That's it. Yo, what's up, Shaka?
Hey, what's up, VB? How you doing, my brother?
Yeah. Just over here, giving Neo X her a little bit of limelight that she apparently is begging for.
Well, bro, it's good for people to see that people you're cool with may betray you. But if somebody betrays you, it's not your fault. And we just stay on principle. We do our thing. They try to make a big thing out of nothing. I wasn't told not to block. Queenstone told me how she wants the thing done. I accepted it. I even told her I'm sorry. I even said I apologize. I can be humble. So they're trying to make a big deal out of it. It is what it is. I hope Texas Bama is doing well. I haven't heard from her in a while. Curse of Hammurabi, please check your email. But really all I was saying is, since I was told that she still cannot post on my streams, then please, Sister Curse of Hammurabi, just try to cancel the membership and then try to become a member again. And I presume it may work. It may solve the issue. But yeah, I don't want to, give too much attention to the young lady. She finally got to do it because apparently she has somebody for backup. And I did say that she needed somebody to do it with. I wouldn't be surprised if she contacted a few people and they were like, no, because people can see that she will turn on the people who are down with her. I mean, we would, both of us, Brother V. Bennett, we were on her panel. Sometimes she would come on our streams. You know what I'm saying? We stood by her. You know what I'm saying? So that happens. I was betrayed by other people that I was close to for longer than that. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that happens, but my conscience is clear. My conscience is clear. I didn't do the sister wrong. So she can do her thing. You know what I'm saying? We have really, really big fishes to fry. And like you said, she was wrong indeed. And she doesn't want to admit that she was wrong. So, and that happens. Pum Pum Smash Rockwell is the same. I was cool with Pum Pum Smash Rockwell. He said that the Hyksos are fake. He said that Kush is not in Nubia. I disagree with that. And I made a live stream, very diplomatic, no name calling and anything. But then I got to realize that Pum Pum Smash Rockwell was not only jealous of me, he said it. He said that, Frankie, filthy Frankie Sanetta, he addressed Sanetta saying, why you let this guy, that much shine and stuff like that. And there's another term that he said. But he's also xenophobic. He feels that because he's from America that he knows better, just like that punk but already as well. When they are wrong, they want to act like they are wrong, So it's good. It's good for people to see because now it's documented. It's not he said, she said. You see, back in the days, we had the message boards, stuff in writing. You don't want to type too long, but now people can hear the interaction. People can actually hear what happened. You see, so
I think her issue is that she goes this route because she don't want to go the serious route. And the serious route means you have to take your movements and things that you claim to be about serious. And I think that's where the flaw went. So the fact that, we're not here cursing out people's mothers, their kids, the fact that we're not here putting out people's addresses over the internet and openly threatening them, the fact that we're not calling her a bull dagger, these kind of things bothers her because she's been associating with that behavior herself. When she let Sonetta on her platform, that meant she's continuing the association somehow. You see, and as you stated, as she stated, she's been talking to him long after he called her a bulldagger. You see what I'm saying? And when you see that somebody else doesn't have that standard and can just say, see you later, forever, I don't need you, that's it, one time. She doesn't like that standard because she doesn't keep that standard herself. You see what I mean? And my thoughts is that just that, she doesn't like the fact that I can articulate myself on these matters of discrimination in a more in-depth way than she can because of my actual background doing human and civil rights work for real. You see what I'm saying? For basically a decade. I think this is why she chose this little way, because she can't compete the other way. The other way is too much to expect from her. So that's how I look at it. I mean, that's the only way she can, save face in some way. And people that, will go that direction, they okay with that standard. You see what I mean? So that's how I look at it. I just look at it as she just capitulated on being serious.
Well, you mentioned her movement, and she has indeed on Pum Pum Smash Rockwell said that she is gay, but here she is implying, insinuating, accusing us of being gay. Now, you stated, I believe that you are not. I know you are not. I stated in writing for the record that I am not, and I've never been, so she's slandering. That short excerpt that you played, she said that you made a stream. She said that you made a stream like shirtless. How many people do stream shirtless? You didn't show your torso. We can, I have some streams. Like last summer was really hot. And, I was shirtless, but I didn't show my torso. We could only see my shoulders, because I don't have no, what is it called again? Air conditioning, Mm-hmm. So she even said that, you had your beard all moist. So she's going deeply into this insinuating, but how is it that she claims to be an advocate, an LGBT advocate, but she's making fun of some people, not just one person, implying that they are gay? That just doesn't make sense at all. Just like she's claiming to be an advocate against molestation, but yet she had one of the biggest protector. Hold on.
Yeah, but I'm happy with her going that direction, because to me it just shows that she can't. That's the only direction she have. That was the lane that was left her, and that's the lane that she accepts, and that's good enough for her. That speaks for her standard. You heard the brother on there say that his true feelings are, after doing his in-depth look at things, he believes that I went back on my standard because Shaka blocked somebody on Queen's Throne's panel after the Queen's Throne gave him a wrench. And in his mind, that is equal to I violated the treat others how you want to be treated system that I follow. And I just think that's obviously that's the stupidest thing on earth. You see what I mean? It's not that deep. You know how many people have a wrench here in my chat? Do you think I would have the nerve to blast them for blocking somebody? Come on, I have a little bit more faith in people. Sonetta has gotten way more good faith out of people. Neo X got way more good faith out of people. I mean, I think she just mad because she blew the good faith. And Sonetta's the same way. He blew his good faith that he had in the community. The person that called her a bull dagger, she let back on the panel. Then that same person, as Andrea says, and after that live stream that she had Sonetta on the panel for 5 hours, that person said he doesn't believe she was sexually assaulted. She's worried about us. She's worried about you blocking somebody on Queen's Throne's panel, Shaka. That's what she's worried about.
She's being nitpicky. She's just, looking for something to complain about. But indeed, how can somebody claim to be a advocate against predators, against child molesters, and she had one of the biggest protector of child molesters. He recently said that he's going to be putting up reports in Harlem in the Bronx after saying Rob Warren and Garfield's name. She even said that she's cool with Garfield. She has no problem with Garfield Reed, the scammer. And yet you claim to be an advocate, but then you have that guy who protected all those child molesters. There's so damn many people who are convicted of rape, convicted of child molesters, the people who send money to convicted child molesters, and that's the dude that she lets on. You know, and as a matter of fact, she said she doesn't really have any issues with that. She just revealed, she slipped up and revealed that he's been calling her that they used to talk. So make that make sense, you know? So it's twofold. She claims to be an advocate against molestation and against predators, yet she had the number one guy who defends them, who wants to interview, you know, Polight, who's on trial for rape, Nature Boy is on trial for rape, and she's now making fun of people based on the sexual orientation that they don't even have. So, you know, this alone, you know, if they want to talk about principles, who is going against their own principles? You understand what I'm saying? You know,
I think it's the most bizarre shit on earth. If that's their idea of going against principles, okay. No, I'm not going to waste my time trying to convince you, because if you're that stupid, then what else would I expect? You see what I mean? What is there's just nothing else to be said about it. I mean, she's free to say anything she wants as far as I'm concerned. And if she wants the pattern of just being able to say anything, and she don't have to really stand behind anything she says, and her audience doesn't demand that she shows receipts or proves anything or bring forth anything more critical than what she's brought forth, just some silliness, then I'm just like, okay, that's her audience. They're free to have her. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if somebody is gay, that's your thing. Who am I to stop you from doing that? If somebody is heterosexual, who am I to stop you from doing that? If somebody has a certain religion, who am I to stop you from doing that? To me, I don't deal with all those things. You see, that's not really but if I am to discuss them, I discuss them from a much higher standard than she does when it comes to human and civil rights. You see, because I already know through my background that human and civil rights apply equally to everyone. It's not that complicated to understand. So just like you don't hear me calling her the N-word, calling black people the N-word like she does constantly. You see what I'm saying? Like Sonetter does constantly. You see, just as a regular thing, there's this N-word here and that N-word there and those N-words there. You don't hear me doing that. You also don't hear me calling homosexual people or gay people bulldaggers, F-bombs. You don't hear that from me. And it's not because I couldn't. It's because I understand that I would be representing myself poorly if I did. You see what I'm saying? So she could keep on dropping the N-word. She can keep on being called a bulldagger. If she want to be what's inside Netter's company, go right ahead. I will not judge you. I won't comment on it. I will say, let that girl have it how she want it. She's free to have it how she wants it. You know? I forget who made that song. You want it? Yeah.
Tupac featuring Joe Desi.
Exactly. You can have it, however you want it. That's how you get it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean I have to do it the way you think. She's not happy with the fact that I don't like that way that she deals with things, and I don't have to. So, yeah, it's just crazy, man. What she said, blocking disrespectful people actually shows consistency while they're trying to reform it as inconsistent. Exactly. So, I mean, but again, Queen's Throne spoke up for herself. She didn't ask Neo X to go speak. She's probably like, damn, Neo X is sitting here talking about this dumb shit. But okay, there you have it. Let me see here. So what if you were gay? How does that have anything to do with justifying her stand? Exactly. And in fact, let's be honest. Although I'm not, and I'm not just because I can't help it. I don't even believe people can help these things. When you're a heterosexual male, you can't help but to be that way. And when you're, I'm assuming when you're gay, it's the same way. So my thoughts are, you can't prove anything. No one is in anybody's bedroom. No, I'm not in anybody's, but I'm not in Neo X's bedroom. I can't verify if she's gay. I can't. I can only take her word for it. But in accordance with the golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated. I'm assuming she doesn't want me to take her word for it, because she don't simply take anybody else's word for it. You see what I mean? But it's not my business. If she is, it's not my business, you know? Let me see here. Exactly. It's just but that's where she want to be. When people don't have a real point, they resort to exactly. It's name calling. It's like, okay, do your thing. But you know, I myself, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't give a damn what she say. I mean, that's just it. She could say I don't take it serious. I don't take anything she says serious. You know, at one point I took her a little bit serious. I don't make that mistake anymore. So I'm not expecting much from her. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. And if she wants the name call, I'm 53 years old. Do all the name calling you want. You just don't threaten my family. Don't threaten me. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. You can talk all the shit you want. It's bullshit anyway. So go right ahead, you know? That's how I really get down. The rest of the shit I don't really care about, you know? But it was worth hearing it. Now we heard it. So, yo, you got anything else to say, Shaka?
Yeah, we heard enough, because when I commented and I made a screen capture.
Oh, you did?
No, before the stream, like a week ago or so.
Oh, right.
She was like, "You don't even know what I was about to say." So now she can say, "Oh, I didn't go there." But you know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Another day at the office. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's
my conscience is clear. My conscience, I didn't do her wrong. I didn't do her wrong. So it is what it is, man. You know?
I think that's really where the part is, that I think people that's listening just take this into account. You know, just because you have been abused, right? You should not normalize the abuse. You shouldn't think that everyone is down with that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not down with it. I'm not down with being verbally abused, mentally abused, which is what I'm pointing at with her. She might need to check in on that. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because she accepts verbal and mental abuse from other people, like Sarnetta, what did he say? He doesn't really believe that she's a victim. He was up on her panel just a week before that, before he even said that. You see what I'm saying? Before he was on her panel, he called her a bulldagger. So it's pretty clear she is either okay with communicating with people that way, to where she thinks it's normal, but I'm not. I don't communicate with people that way. You see what I mean? And there's a reason why. Because if it was face to face, it would be a completely different story. I may not even be able to control myself. You see what I'm saying? So I don't like to hear the words at all. And I know that the words are only over the internet. You see, those kind of words. I mean, Sarnetta likes to sit back where he is, you know, in Harlem somewhere, all the way across the world, and he likes to curse out people's mothers. This is what he likes to do. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know about the rest of these dudes, but I'm not from a place where somebody just goes around doing things like that and expects to live in real life. That's New York. That's Harlem. That's how they do things in Harlem. Harlem is not the world. You see what I'm saying? And on top of it, it doesn't take much thinking to understand that if a person is already out there cursing out people's mothers, family members. I mean, he cursed out Kanar's wife, right? Whose mother did he say? I mean, this guy been cursed out so many people's family members over there.
Yes.
It doesn't take much
Kunal said,
to know that that's not who I want on my panel for
yes,
any
brother.
reason. That it doesn't
Kunal.
take much genius. Yeah, Cornell. It doesn't take much genius to figure out that's just not where I go. If there's the person who does that, they're not coming over here. If they don't know how to express indifference without doing those things and in a more critical manner, then I don't have any use for them over the internet. Now, in real life, if they want to use that language, try your luck. You see, but that's not what these people do. You know, they want to be on the internet. My human rights activism wasn't over the internet. You see what I'm saying? Let me just divert for a second here and just let people know what I'm talking about. You know, it's not an internet thing. You see, can y'all see this? Let me put this up.
No, not yet.
And see that's where I'm a little bit different. You know, my activism is not over the internet. You know, it's actually in real life. Let me go back. You see what I mean? Now, although, is it this? Hold on. Sorry about that. This is just a statistics page. Here we go. Can y'all see this? This is,
yes, brother.
This is not over the internet. You see? Let me go to the photos. This is not over the internet here. You know, this is the organization that I founded in real life. In real life. You see? I wasn't out there calling black people the N-word in real life. I wasn't out there calling people's mothers and kids B words and all of this other stuff. That's not me. I'm the other type of person. You see, it's much harder. This is the new board. I'm a founder. You see what I mean? So I stepped down off of the board like 2.5 years ago. You see what I mean? So this is me in real life. This is real, actual human and civil rights work. And there's nobody on this level across Europe or anywhere in the world that is black that is going to openly be doing real human and civil rights work for black people and dropping the N-word every 2 seconds like it's a joke. You won't be taken seriously. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so this is why this little girl has to change her language. She got to go into calling people names and playing little games, right? Games that, by the way, I don't really play.
But you know, VB, let me interject, please.
Yeah,
what you said is very interesting. She has no problem using the N-word, but she threatened to sue Sanetta for using words that are considered derogatory towards LGBT people. That make sense. Because herself is obviously black, a person of African descent. So she has no problem with that term. But anyway, you know, I guess some people are going to go that's the term of endearment route, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's where she's at with it. I mean, that's her activism. You see, that's not my activism. That's her activism. That's how she gets down. That's not how I get down. That's how she gets down. You see? Now, how I get down. The first statue in Denmark ever dedicated to any black person. That's me on the right, standing with person in the center and one of the persons to the left that worked on one of the artists that helped design the statue, and the person in the middle is a person who worked on the ribbon, on the ceremony, the presentation day, which has only to do with the history of slavery between Denmark and the Virgin Islands. You see what I'm saying? You know, I think this is why she have to go the other direction. And in fact, I know this is why. Because on this level, she doesn't have a track record. You see? And so she wants to demean her audience, by taking them the other route, the silly route. You see what I mean? Which anybody can do. It doesn't take any effort to go the silly route at all. Zero effort. These are demonstrations. These are all demonstrations. These are, you know what I'm saying? She likes to play games, right? She likes to play games because she don't have a track record in real life like this. Zero. You see what I mean? And so if I had zero track record, I would be doing the same damn thing. Maybe, or maybe not, because that's not the route that I ever took. I took the real route, the actual route to create some kind of change for real. You see what I mean? So I don't really get what her angle is. I don't get that at all. But let me just close out on this. Anybody, this is all public record. That's why I use my real name. You can go get the record if you want to talk about who I am for real. Not for accident, not for fake. Let me go here. Can y'all see this?
This is on folders.
It's on let me see. Let me just check and make sure y'all can see this, because hold on, let me see. Oh, y'all can't see this. Okay, hold on.
This is on folders.
Huh?
We were seeing some folders and files.
Yeah, let me do this. Let me see something here. Oh, here we go. Boom. So let me go back. I think y'all can see this now.
Yes. Which organization in Denmark and Sweden actively combat anti-black racism?
This is a meeting with some politicians and lawyers. This is me on the street preparing to do. This is us in our office. This is another one of me on the street. This is years ago. This is me on a panel. Can you see this?
Yeah, we see it, brother.
The dude that I'm sitting next to is, and not just him, been under death threats over here in Europe for combating anti-black racism. And he's not the only one. You see what I'm saying? This meeting is about changing the law in this country so that black people can be acknowledged officially by the state, so the state can have data, collect data on how much black people are actually discriminated against in the first place. This ain't Neo-X. This is V. Bennett. So I'm not surprised at her direction. This is V. Bennett outside the American Embassy over here when they was beating up George Floyd. This is the president at that time, and I was the vice president at this time, but we're both the founders. This is us going out in the community, disposing of posters put up called White N-Word Black Madonna under the guise of culture, right? Which they use just to get some money to spread the N-word around Copenhagen. You see? American Embassy. This is me giving a brother that I did some work with for black people in the asylum centers. You see, I mean, this is at meetings, strategizing with black people across Europe. Leaders of organizations go to this meeting and meet other leaders of organizations across Europe. You see, this is one of the meetings. You see, it's just like, I don't get it, but I do understand. This is me in front of the statue of the Queen Mary on the ribbon day. You see, this is not Neo-X. This is the first statue to acknowledge the first workers' revolt in Danish history by a black woman who was a slave. This is what activism is really like. This is not for fake. We're not calling Neo-X a boozer. We're not calling Neo-X gay. We're not calling her a bulldagger with our activism. We're not talking about her and her wrenches at Queen's Throne. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about something else. So again, notice the difference. There's a huge difference. A huge difference. Some people are taking these YouTube streets too seriously. A person doesn't have a platform to be subjected to or accept verbal or written abuse. Exactly. And apparently, again, now that Neo-X has had weeks to think about this, she still hasn't come to any better conclusion, sadly enough. But Neo-X advocates to truck stops and Hebrew Israelites. I mean, there it is. Facts show her. I mean, I'm going to show her. It could go on and on and on, but I already did another video on this. I mean, the first survey for people of African descent was created by the organization I founded. I'm one of the people who signed the first survey and report. My name is on it. The second one was done after my organizations, which was done under pressure by my organization, literal pressure, going to meetings with them. You see, and again, I'm not really upset, but what I'm saying is that the people should be upset at this girl. The people should be upset at Neo-X because Neo-X is trying to literally dumb you people down, and she doesn't mind being on YouTube, basically dumbing down people. It's her choice, though.
You know, can I interject, brother?
Yeah.
Now, having a membership card.
Hold on. You can see why I would give a damn what she say. You can see that. Who's this? I mean, everybody can see why I ever in my life give a damn about those silly ass words coming out of Neo-X's mouth. You see? It's exactly, that's Renoko Rashidi. He came to Denmark twice. The 2 times he came to Denmark, he was hosted by my organization that I founded for real, not for fake. It wasn't founded on on a YouTube. It's actually real. So there you have it, bro. I mean, there's more. There's more, but I got some other stuff to do. R.I.P. to Renoko Rashidi. Indeed. Rest in peace to Renoko. So yeah. So if people want Neo-X, you can have Neo-X. Take Neo-X seriously if you want. If that's your level of seriousness, by all means. What do you want to say, Shaka? Then I'm going to be out.
Yes. V. Bennett has shown what it is to be involved outside of the internet. Now, if people are involved on the internet, that's their media, that's their platform. But your words and your action should be in accord with what you claim to stand for. I blocked some people who disrespected Queen's Throne. I blocked some people who disrespected Uncle Show. I blocked some people who are defending Polight and Sanetta and the Rape OK, House of Conscious Mess. So it is in accord, it is matching with what I stand for. You see? Now, having a membership card does not make one an advocate. Sometimes you have sympathizers. You cannot claim to be an advocate for a cause and you do something that's against your cause on the pretense that you wanted to catch somebody with some exclusive. But then you say, oh, I didn't want him to go there because he would have reached victim. I mean, always these really silly excuses. The young lady said, what is it that he said that's new, that you haven't heard? Can you imagine somebody being molested and then the person complains about being molested, and the person is told, well, what molestation did he do to you that he didn't do before? I mean, how ridiculous is that statement, that stance? Now, some people indeed do take their time to spend their money. They will go to meetings. They will organize. I've been to meetings. We used to meet once a week to deal with our culture and languages. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I belong to some black organization, even though it didn't last long because the leader was flip-flopping. But I attended some meetings, some conferences. You understand what I'm saying? So some people, you know, they just get online and then they give themselves some titles where we can clearly see that what they are claiming is not what they are displaying. You see, a lot of people don't know what it is to take your time to get involved and to spend your money. So VB showed, you know, how it was involved, you know, in society for that cause. You understand what I'm saying? Now people know what I've been talking about over the years, and I've been traveling to those museums in order to document and to share. You see, people see the books that I've been buying. You know what I'm saying? And some people have helped me because they see, okay, this guy is really about it. If he says, okay, he wants to do a museum trip, he goes to those countries and then he shares the videos with us. You know, people help me to buy the book. They sold the book. I showed the book. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own, you know, some people are into food fetish. You know, I'm not into food fetish. People know what I stand for, and I've been consistent over the years. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just I was just about to follow up on you, but if you're not finished, go for it.
No, go ahead, bro. I mean, I like the fact that you are able to show that outside of the internet, you know, you are really involved in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I have also been involved personally and spent a great deal of money, you know, supporting people who share the common cause, you know, whether it is by giving donation, you know, when people pass away or where people selling products, you know what I'm saying? And spending the time meeting people, you know what I'm saying? Getting criticized because of what you stand for. You know, when I started my website in 2004, which was 19 years ago, there weren't many websites for black people. And he used to say, you know, basically in English, black news, actualité de la communauté noire for those who speak French. And I remember on those messages, boy, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about French, black news, you know, that's racist. That's what it was then. That's what it was then. Just for saying black news. You know, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. But there's a difference with really being involved, and when I say really, taking time and money and just being online, rambling, ranting, and contradicting what those people supposedly stand for. I mean, for example, Filthy Frankie Sanetta, with this punk cell, it took him like 7 months to say that he's against molestation. Yet he's on tape saying that he's going to be putting a report after the Polight trial is gone. So that's a clear contradiction, and he has contradicted himself so many times over the years. Now he has his group, he's fine. He can do what he wants, but people can notice that Filthy Frankie, with his 2 channels and there's 190,000 subscribers on one and 180,000 something on the other one, so more than 300,000 subscribers combined, how hurt and defeated he was facing me and the Good My Forever team. Why? Because what we're saying is true. We stand on facts, we stand on principles. You know what I'm saying? But now we hear that, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He blocks some people. All right, have a field day, do 10,000 streams, but real recognize real.
I got to
real
tell
recognize
you,
real. Go ahead,
you know,
brother.
it's like you know, I blocked. I didn't really block. I blocked maybe a couple. This is just stupid to even be talking about that. But Queen Storm, she didn't make it. All she did was address it right then and there. But then we talked about it after, and she got the point, and she gave the wrenches back. It's that simple. Now, but for me, it is.
No, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't want any confusion to be there. She did take our ranch back before that situation where I blocked people. You know, so I don't want people to think that when I blocked people, she took my ranch back. She didn't take my ranch back. As a matter of fact, I had the ranch on the Shaka Ndugu Kemet account. And then once my main channel became public again, and she saw that I was posting from my main channel, she gave me another ranch on that other channel. So, you know, just a detail. You know, I don't want people. Yeah. Go ahead.
People, bro, they just want to manipulate people. You know, that's the thing about it. But on the real, if anybody wants to know who I am, my name, I use a real name. See, my name is not Neo X. I'm not insulting people. You actually get to know my real name. It's public. You can Google Afro Empowerment Center, founder, Afro Empowerment Center. Just Google it. My name is right there. See, I've never had to do anything with a fake name. When I did my activism, my name was up front. This is who I am. Because let's think about it. Anybody that want to stop you, that's really out to stop you, that's really doing something serious, they're going to have your real name anyway. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't use your real name, they're going to consider you a fraud in human rights activism. That's what they're going to consider you. You see what I'm saying? There is nobody that I've ever met on the UN level or the EU level who is black that has any organization that represents any organization that is not using their actual real goddamn name. Zero. And these people get threats, death threats, which is why I don't give a fuck about Sonetta. That's why. You see what I mean? Like, so this is the thing people have to understand. If I put my foot down on something, I put my foot down all the way. That's never changed. You see what I mean? So all I'm saying is that if you want to know, here it is. Here, look at the link. What does it say? It's like, there's my whole goddamn name. What is that about? Why don't people post that? Sonetta could post that if he want to. Neo X could post that if she want to. But she won't. She'd rather post some other make-believe shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what these people want to do. It's called being frauds. You see, that's what it is. You know, it's just called being a fraud. You know, and if that's going to be the standard for black folks on YouTube, you're in real trouble. You see, you already saw what fraudulent behavior got from Polight. Polight, fraud number 1. Sonetta, fraud number 2. You see, how many people connected with them doing fraudulent shit? Don't ever in your life ever bring that bullshit over to me. Don't make that mistake. And I dare you to make the goddamn mistake. You see what I mean? Like, I'm on earth because of my goddamn self, because I fight for myself and my own family. Try to take me out from doing that. You see, I mean, just try it. You know, but the truth of the matter is these people are frauds, so they won't. I was just in her chat. Yeah, you can go in her chat. I mean, I'm not even saying this about Neo X. I could care less. She ain't serious. I'm saying this about anybody else. Anybody else, any of them. Garfield, Reggie, Polight, Sonetta, all of you. All you people that like to throw out threats. That's what I'm saying. You better wake the fuck up. Like, really. I mean, you're only going to get in some fucking trouble fucking with me. You see? I mean, really, either way, it doesn't matter which way you go about it. You see? Because why? Because I'm not up here to bullshit nobody. I ain't got time to waste. So on that note, yeah, a stable of frauds. Yeah, she said, oh, hold on. Here we go. Anyway, she said it out of her mouth and lie. And when Shaka asked her, yeah, exactly, man. So on that note, yo, Shaka, you going live or what? I'm about to sign off. I got a couple of things I just got to take care of quick.
Yeah, I will go live in probably an hour or so, so people just check the notification. I know people don't get them all the time, but yeah, I'm planning to go live. There's a funny thing to talk about. There was a dude who was copying for Sa, and he got rejected by Sa. Well, there's somebody who was copying for Pum Pum Smash, and he got rejected by Pum Pum Smash. So we're gonna have a good time, having a look at this, and then we can do the free talk and all.
Yeah. Okay. I just got to take care of a couple of things real quick that I've been getting some phone calls, so I got to attend to them. But having said that, I hope people should expect more, should expect better. Let's raise the standards. But if we're going to have silly people just trying to make being silly as fuck normal, like the normal thing out there, if that's the new norm, that's not a good look. You see what I mean? That's not a good look. And one of the reasons why I stepped down off of the board of the organization that I founded is because after 10 years, I decided that I don't want to hold my breath to somebody who's silly as fuck. So I don't have to anymore. And that goes to anybody else, but that doesn't mean how I have to go at you is by calling you an N-word. If you're gay, that doesn't mean I have to go over and make fun of your sexuality. If you're a midget, I don't have to go make fun of your height. If you're fat, I don't have to make fun of your weight. If you're a cripple, I don't have to make fun of your disability. If you're light-skinned, I don't have to make fun of how light-skinned you are. If you're dark-skinned, I don't have to make fun of how dark-skinned you are. If you're poor, I don't have to make fun of how poor you are. If you're ignorant, I don't have to make fun of how ignorant you even are. I'm not making fun of Neo-X. Period. You see? What else could I say? You know what I mean? That's just not my angle. You see what I mean? That's just not my angle. But if you get it wrong and you get it twisted, I might have some words like, but I like to reserve my words for somebody's face, to be honest with you.
Bro, I like what you said, that you're not making fun of her. We're talking about her behavior. I'm not making fun of her, but I'm talking about her behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, what you said, man, it was good. And, people can see what's up, and a big deal. But these people, betraying you, brothers and sisters, whenever you get involved in a cause, in a movement, unfortunately, things like that happen. Lumumba appointed Mobutu, and Mobutu betrayed Lumumba. You know what I'm saying? And Thomas Sankara was betrayed by his close ally, Compaoré. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, unfortunately happen, but real recognize real. Some people are solid, some people are not solid. It is what it is, man. And trust me, a lot of times when you are proud, when you are solid and thorough, the people who are weak and not solid and not thorough, they will dislike you. You know what I'm saying? They will rather you be like them, cowards like them, weak like them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it comes with territory. Some people are just plain jealous. Some people are really hating. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to be groupies. So they're going to see people defending rapists and child molesters, and they want to be part of a group. They want to be part of something. How much disrespect did we get for standing against the rapists and the child molesters? It's been going on for months. And people can see consistently, that over a decade ago, I touched on this topic. They didn't know, but I proved it. It's on my website and it's been there, And it was the Pan-Africans. It was the Pan-Africans who've been defending rapists and child molesters as well. And I spoke on that, and my audience knows it. I said it so many times, you see. So, at the end of the day, It is what it is, brother. But thank you, Bennett. Thank you for staying solid, for staying strong, for being transparent.
Yeah, I'm actually more. For me, it's like her direction. Personally, it doesn't bother me, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's just silly. But the part that I do get irritated by or upset about is the fact that it is so belittling to Black people. It's so belittling to have low standards like that. You see what I mean? And to try to make it normal. It's so belittling to try to make a joke out of real activism. That's so belittling to the Black community. That's so belittling to any community. You see what I mean? That's the part that just kind of incenses me. You see what I mean? So when I get upset, I know she's not taking a swipe at me. She's taking a swipe at anybody with my kind of track record and background. Anybody that's actually really in real life, actually stood up for Black folk against threats, from real threats. She's making light of that. And that's the part that gets me, man. That's just the height of stupidity. You see, that's the height of pathetic. That's just pathetic, man. So we got to do way better, man. So, I hope people go tell her, wake up, man. Just wake up. Stop being so silly. But I'm going to tell you, I think there's another problem there. I don't think it's going to happen because there were plenty of signs. She just don't want to be serious about it. So, I mean, she just ain't going to do the research. It's easier. Yo, I'm out. Yo, she should stick to truck driving. Well, it's better that she stick to truck driving than she could come at me again. I'm just going to point it out again. I have more material that I can just point out. I can be more meticulous about my track record. You see what I mean? Yeah, Shaka. Yo, yeah. Hey, Rue, he's about to go live. I think he said like 15 minutes. I think he's setting the live up now. So, yeah.
No, like in an hour, I think. In an hour or so.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You better let people know. Put the link up or something. But
I don't want to put it there because I don't know exactly when I will go live. I'm planning on going live, so people will get the notification. I'll put it in my timeline.
Oh, you know what I need to do here? Let me see something. While people are in the chat, let me go back and I gotta put some of y'all on the I gotta give some of y'all wrenches. Speaking of wrenches, y'all, let me do that right now. Let me see who's in the chat. Young Hey Roo, you didn't have a wrench, so let me just make sure. How do I do that, man? Hold on. How come you don't have a wrench, yo? Do I do it in here? Okay, that's funny, man. How come I can't give you a wrench? Oh, I see what it is. I got to go down. Add as a moderator. There we go. Manage your moderator. Yeah, there you go, bro. I hope you got that. You should have a wrench now. Did you get it? Add as a moderator. Yes. How come I don't see that? It didn't add up there or what? I got to do that some other way. What is that, man? Anyway, for some reason, it didn't let me add you, man. Add moderator. Standard moderator? No, manager moderator.
In the meantime, while VB is doing his thing, I showed the book. I bought it. I even made a video about it. I even started sharing some quotes from his book, And if you want to support the brother, then here you have a book, you know what I'm saying? And remember, you still have, the Cash App, the PayPal, but your presence is appreciated, brothers and sisters. I like to be with like-minded people. Like-minded doesn't mean we agree on each and every single thing. And once again, I've stated before that V Bennett and I, we speak on the phone outside of, the YouTube or the internet. And there's so many times when he made suggestions to me, propositions to me. And I told him that, I don't feel like, going that route. And I have made suggestions to him and propositions to him. And he told me he doesn't feel to go that route. He didn't take offense. I didn't take offense. You know what I'm saying? So some stuff we disagree on, we may say it on the air. We may say it off the air. It is what it is, But 2023, it shouldn't be rocket science that we should be against child molesters and rapists and the people who promote them. You see? So history is proving us right. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that, we are dealing with people who stand on principle. But I don't want to repeat that too often, but if some of you have contact with Texas Bama, if at least you can tell me if she's doing well, because you never know, maybe she feels like, she wants to take some time off the internet, or maybe for whatever reason she doesn't like the content that we are having. But if at least somebody can tell me, yeah, I heard from her, she's doing well, because I'm starting to get worried, but there's no need to raise the alarm at this point. Sometimes, you can be busy in life and, you're not going to be online like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a brother, oh my goodness, the name escapes me now. The elder, is it James Powell?
Yeah, James Powell. It is him.
It's James Powell. We haven't heard from him in a long time, so I'm afraid that maybe, something may have happened. But besides that, what I'm saying, it is easier to fit in and be part of a crew or group. But at the end of the day, in history, we have people who stood up and it went against the status quo, and I'm not ashamed for standing against child molestation, rape, and scamming, because the scamming gets a pass. So it is what it is, man. You've seen how many people try to attack me, and they ended up, going to YouTube and filing copyright claims, even going to the court. That's how weak they are,
Mm-hmm.
Those people are weak, man. And if you knew how much they'd be paying for views and subscribers, you will be amazed. You will be surprised.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it is weird, man. When you pay for subscribers and you pay for views, that's the quickest way to not get any of the other benefits from YouTube, So, the Cash App is like the one way people can get around it. Send me a Cash App. But the other functions, that YouTube doesn't want you to gain any profit from. So they start, they're becoming more strict with those things. So that's why I'm just going on the what do you call it? The not the natural, but organic views and organic subscribers.
Yes.
So if you notice, you can come over here and get in the chat now if you subscribe. But I appreciate everybody. I mean, the last couple months, it's actually really changed the situation. I've gotten a lot of views and a lot of participation. I got like way more than the needed what do you call it, retention views and things like that for YouTube. So once I get my subscribers up a little bit more, then I should be set. But I appreciate everybody on the panel, and I hope you realize that we're not over here trying to take anybody for granted. Your time and your energy, and we know everybody over here is sincere. We don't all have to be perfect, but if you notice how we discuss things over here, we kind of are good at discussing stuff and keeping the positivity, right? And also the kind of adult energy, you know what I mean? So people are free to be who they are. I don't ever challenge that. The only thing I have an issue with is let's treat each other well, and let's not be out to hurt each other. Let's protect each other too. If we got some rapists or some pedophiles or somebody that's trying to abuse, that's just got nothing better to do but to verbally assault, because verbal abuse is mental abuse too. But you don't always have to be cursing to be a mentally abusive person, but also physical abuse. Mental and verbal abuse, there's no need to put up with it. And I'm not putting up with it. And you know, the little jokes about girlfriend and boyfriend, all that bullshit. Yo, go ahead and have your fun. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. That's a reflection of who you are. I get that, and but it's not a reflection of me. I mean, I'm comfortable where I sit with myself and who I am. So on that note, I'll see you guys later on. Once Shaka gets going on his live.
Yeah, peace to everybody. And I'm not 100% sure I will go live, but if everything's okay, you know, I will in about an hour. But you know, I like those words, VB. You know, I really do appreciate the audience that we have. You know, and I've been having a lot of fun. I love fun. You know, what I'm saying, people from many different parts of the world, and that is beautiful. We now have JTV, who's there more than before. He's from England. For those who don't know, I'm in France. VB is in Denmark. We have people from the East Coast, from the West Coast, people from the Caribbeans, people from Africa, and it is lovely. I really do like that energy, that environment. But thank you, VB.
Oh, you're welcome, bro. And for those of you that want to, you know, understand what the message is, you know, you can always grab something from the shop. You know, at least you get something for it. You know, you get a nice T-shirt or cap. And the thing about it is that we stand behind this. We don't just say F Sinetta TV. We really mean it. You see what I'm saying? We're not backing down. We're not capitulating. We're not vacillating on that message. You see? And it should be really clear to people. They don't have to wonder about that. And yeah, you know, we mean what we say. We mean business. And you know, and guess who inspired this one? But, you know, nonetheless, it's all good. You know, and then you got my Aunt Forever's stuff right here. Let me see something. Let me see the caps just for folks to check in on, you know, tonight. Let me go over to this one. Yeah, I haven't been through this in a minute, but now I'm going to start doing that. And if you have any ideas about products, things that we should get, things that you would like to see, you know, you're always welcome to make suggestions. You know, here's one product that was actually, you know, Curse of Hammurabi. She came up with this idea. And it's this one. You see, civilization started with agriculture. And so if you have any ideas, you know, for things that you think you would like, feel free to make those suggestions. Yeah. Thank you, Love Me Fru. I appreciate you too. And yo, let's get together on Shaka's panel. We'll be right back. We'll see you guys in a little bit. And come back with your updates, because I'm sure it's going to be even more live on Shaka's panel. You know, it's going to be more live. So we check back. All right, peace, y'all. Let me throw up some music, and as I always try to do. And yo, Young Heru, let me know what you think about this too, bro, if you hear it. All right, let me put it back up. See you in a minute. We'll be back shortly. Make this live CD tonight. What we gonna do?
suckers in sight. Oh yeah, 901 boy. In a minute, thugged out, 6